less being broadcast on Twitch on the team's streams. So go to twitch.tv/Rocket League. Or go to the category. I don't know what the URL is exactly for the category. You're on twitch.tv/Rocket League. Happy to see you guys here. Here's the rest of the matches that are going to be happening as well. So we'll see G2 face off against Netherlands Canada, and Cloud9 will be trying to take on TSM. But let's talk about the match we're going to have here on the broadcast featuring teams we've watched a few times now already. This SSG taking on Luminosity here, Herc.
Oh man, this is interesting because these are kind of my like closest teams, which I could probably get some heat for, but like hot take, I feel like SSG should always at least be in the conversation for like that top 5 range, and they've been doing pretty good. The problem now is, despite SSG starting to look better than we've seen in the past and finding some momentum here, seeing them going 2-0 in Swiss, is they're going up against, like I said, the Redemption Arc Luminosity that's like really embarrassed about what they put out on the streams last qualifier. So this could become very intense very quickly.
So I think on paper, I think Space Station are big favorites here. They are 14-1 versus teams outside of G2 and Gen G. Their only loss was against OG back in qualifier 2 or 3 or something like that. But they got that win last weekend or 2 weekends ago in the bracket versus OG. Space Station has been on this redemption arc for themselves, where they want to be the 3rd seed in NA, right? And they want to take down all these Copenhagen major teams that made it because they had to play Gen G in every quarterfinals. Now they get their chance against Luminosity. They did it last time against OG. Space Station, on paper, I think are bigger favorites, but I do believe in Luminosity. I think they're playing very well throughout today, so I think it will be closer than what it should be on paper.
Well, chat, let us know who you think is going to win. Hashtag SSG, hashtag LG. Are any of us brave enough to pick the underdog here? SSG 14-1 against teams not named G2 and Gen G, but there is a G in LG. Herc, you got LG on this one.
I can't go against that. Listen, I know my boys, Spaceman and Corelli and the crew are watching on the stream right now. Guys, I will run the ship for us up here in the RLCS. I will stay the believer, get their photos up on the Kraken, tell them where they belong. Luminosity.
They give us so much crap when we don't
start the
predict
raw curse,
LG.
boys.
Okay, when we don't predict LG, they give us so much crap, and then somehow Spaceman goes on First Touch this week and doesn't put LG in his top 10 team.
I don't speak for Spaceman. That's fraud alert. Put that man on fraud alert.
What's going on, Sean?
On my way.
Now,
Hey, put him in the Fraudmobile.
okay, just go, Wave. Just go.
We're ready to play the games, okay? We're pretty split down the middle, but chat does narrowly have LG on this one. They are the fan favorites, but are they the favorites on the pitch? The only place that matters. A space station, a global object against whatever a Luminosity is. Let's get into the round 3.
As you've heard them talk about on the desk, the word of the day is redemption. For Luminosity, redemption from a lackluster first qualifier in this second half of the season. And for Space Station Gaming, redemption for an entire split's worth of running into Gen G. Here's the thing, they win here, they will probably be on the other half of the bracket from them. Let's find out what happens.
I'm trying to escape the Fraudmobile. I have broken out of the trunk and I'm running down the street, okay? And it depends on what side of the shiny coin do you care about, because it's really Chicago that's sparkling. One team made Copenhagen, but another team also made top 8 last regional. So we'll see who comes out on top in Swiss.
It's been a deadly duo so far today, Chicago and LJ. With that goal from Chicago, he's now got 9 to match LJ's 9. He's been stellar. 9 goals, 9 assists for the first couple of rounds. That's Cheese going to work for Luminosity. He's been brilliant for LG. But you're up against now a Space Station Gaming squad that I think a lot of people thought was easily the best team that did not qualify for the Copenhagen Major. And I think a lot of teams, or a lot of people kind of looked at Luminosity as the team that stole their spot. So this matchup, very poetic in that sense, as Hawks are going to work. Drop that one off. LJ's there as well. And Chicago corkscrewing through the air as his shot blocked away by Magic Bear. The pressure doesn't quite stop here as SSG does not let Luminosity out of the zone quickly at all. And I think this is going to be a step up in pressure.
regional, go to the major, right? Apparently not. Like, this fight in North America.
What's going on, everybody? We're just gonna be doing a watch
The race
party.
is so tight. The
doing a watch
competition.
party.
It's the
Gonna get
third
this
and
going.
fourth
We got
spot
Kess
that
playing
is really
Fortnite
up
in the
for
background.
grabs, and we'll see if LG
You
can
can
make a
wave,
return
Ken.
at the major.
Yeah,
They're gonna
Kess in
need
the background.
a
We're just doing a
huge
little watch
comeback
party while I'm gonna
after,
grind out
you know,
some maybe
after
some
we
dribble
keep
maps and stuff.
unfortunately mentioning the fact they missed the last regionals top 8.
The number Luminosity will be trying to avoid 10. It's been the magic number so far for Space Station
all the
Gaming.
volume
4
and stuff
games
is
against
good. We'll leave
NRG.
it
They
right
scored
there.
10 goals.
Any changes
they go
need to be
5
happening.
games with TSM. You saw the tail end of that a moment ago. And they scored
Bring
10
them off
goals.
the side
Try to
over
keep them off
here.
the scoreboard. They have not been successful
There we
in the
go.
first couple of minutes. Cheese goes right by that ball, but Chicago
We're just gonna be
demolished
doing
by
us
Magic Bear, able to grab the boost as well,
warm-ups, playoffs.
and use the time allotted to
Gotta
him to
work
get
on our
around
mechanics.
LJ. Get around Hoxer. Can he pull off the triple by himself? With a little help from Reynolds, he does. Magic Bear beats SSG. Tie game.
You love to
Everybody's
see that LG are not playing nervous. Start off the day right. They know they're only 1 win away. Great demo to free up the net too. And LG know they have to go all the way to keep London hopes alive and to crush the ones of SSG. But this is a 2-0 game, so whatever happens, like the work has already been done and the work keeps going if you're LG.
This one, it almost looked like it developed in slow motion. Hoxer kind of backing up there, and he drifts to try and get in position. He knows he's got to be facing the net and got to get there in a hurry, and Cheese just throws a fastball right by him. And at the halfway mark, Luminosity, who scored 2 quick ones to keep SSG's head spinning.
One of my favorites. Never beat it. Never beat this one.
It's great support out of LG. Just play closer. Now Cheese from up high after a demo from Reynolds. It's a lot of pressure. 2 in the net. Great save out of Chicago and friends. Now trying to escort this out has been slowed down. And LG set themselves up off the backboard. Hoxer at least gets a piece of it and a hand up to send it off.
Well, right now, Cheese is just too fast for Space Station Gaming. He is intercepting pass after pass, even off the kickoff. Had the ball quickly going downfield before SSG was ready for it. LJ demolished there, that time by Reynolds. He's got an extermination in 3 minutes. Are you kidding me? I mean, I know I heard a few explosions. I didn't realize they were all him.
sir.
Good grief.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit out of hand, but you got to do everything you can. Reynolds setting up Cheese, shot a bit wide. Hoxer, not with a lot of boost, but doing his best to just walk this off. As LG, they retreat back to the midfield, try to lock it down, and SSG just find the gap.
A little dose of their own medicine there.
What's going on, Mom? How
As
you doing today,
Chicago
man?
gets his second, but give a huge assist to Hoxer as
Yeah,
he gets
I
the
sure
last
do, bro.
defender. And Space Station Gaming right
I'll read the rest of the
back
comment here
at
in just
them.
a
This has
second.
been one of the most physical games we've seen in a hot minute. Magic Bear after Hoxer
Right
takes
here.
out
What's going on,
Reynolds.
Seed
That
Fly? How
had to
you
be
doing today, man?
therapeutic. Nice
Remember
demo.
from yesterday?
Nice goal.
And what
Cheese
RCL's
gives
teams
them
do
the
I
lead
support?
again.
I support NRG.
Non-stop scoring here in the last
Man, I
minute.
like-
But yeah, even the double would
I
have
like
been
quite a
nice.
few
But
of
as
them, man.
long
I'll be
as
honest. I
someone
like
is there
quite a
to
few of
clean
them.
up,
I like
'cause that's what we
OG.
need out of LG: consistency and
They're OG.
clean play. Because
I like
that
Calm.
is the question mark. They're imposing
J
on
Nap.
everyone. And
I really like
they
Noe.
corrected us, and
But
Chicago
I'm
will
rooting
also
for one to
correct
win
that
the
gap
whole
in the
thing, man.
score with some quick retaliation.
I don't know about North America,
Doesn't
to be
sound like a
honest. North
broken
America, I
record.
think G2.
Loose ball, kickoff, it
Problem
goes
is that just 'cause
neutral.
I really like Beast Mode.
Reynolds turns upfield, and what
think
does that
Beast Mode is
mean?
one of the,
He
like, the
can't
most
get back to the
underrated,
net in time.
Really, really good
Happens
players.
time and time again in North America. Nobody
ball
learns.
there.
3-3.
What's up, Tanae? How you doing, man?
Pace is getting out of
Got a little-
control. Like you're
little
just
watch
scoring
party
back
going
to
on.
back. Hoxer, the reset, leaving this off to
No.
Chicago. But now 2 in front. What are defenders to deal with? Reynolds misses that touch. Now the ball to LJ. Chicago up before Magic Bear off the ceiling, but no second man up from SSG.
little bit more
At least they could
difficult for
try to lock down the midfield, not make this transition easy. 1 minute left. And game 1 is
Count.
already very
Count it.
exciting.
I got invited
Hoxer's
some
got a full
RCL
tank of boost
things.
as he
What was
goes
that?
up the side, but Reynolds takes him out as well. It's going to be 9
Hey?
demos, I think, for him
Like
so
on your
far
Rocket League game?
in this game. It's been a while since he'd picked one up after picking up his extermination for 7.
Bring my mic
There's
down a little
Hoxer,
bit. There
though,
we go.
met by Cheese with 40 seconds left. And Magic Bear
Yeah, that way y'all
chasing
can enjoy the
Chicago around
game
back wall,
commentary and
and
me
he
at the same
still manages to make the save. Hoxer recovers there as well, and a dangerous spot defensively for
I have my
SSG,
game
but
volume
danger
turned
averted
off.
for now. They're still packed in like sardines, though. Magic Bear tried to outlet back to Reynolds, not going to
Oh my
happen.
God, that commentary
And
literally
Reynolds
says
can turn
packed in
on
like
this,
sardines.
but gets bumped away by Hoxer, and Cheese has to go all the way back. Only 13 seconds separate us from overtime. LJ can turn on this, but Reddle played it ahead instead, and this surely heads to sudden death, but they gave that ball away to Cheese, and they almost got punished for it.
This one used to
Magic
get
Bear could not get up in time, and we go to OT.
SSG did such a good job of relieving that pressure, but also watching where that second man was, where Reynolds is in the box, because if it's not going to be the first shot that lands out of LG, it's the follow-up that why they've kept this game so close. It's already some early aggression out of SSG. Chicago forcing the save out of Cheese, and Hoxer is up next.
Like, yes, Rocket League.
SSG,
It's
see
what I
all
got
over
going
them.
on right now in
they're
the
gonna
middle of the
respect
stream, bro.
Magic Bear takes
It's
the
the,
ball high
NA
and almost lays down the red carpet, and Cheese
NA
can't tap
Swiss
it
stage.
home. Hoxer is in the way.
Gotta choose
Hoxer
two
put in a
RCLS
man's work
teammates.
defensively there.
Oh,
My
oh.
goodness. Even with the
Ooh,
setup
that's
by
a good one.
Reynolds, Hoxer stops a penalty kick, and it comes back
Oh,
the other
man.
way. Magic Bear chases LJ away. Secures the midfield boost, waiting for Cheese.
So
to
in other
maybe
words,
win
who
this
do I
ball
think
away
could
from
carry me?
Chicago.
Right?
But even without boost,
Let's
Chicago
go.
got that central. So now Cheese can play it forward finally.
there's so many good
and
ones.
Hoxer just sends it right back out to midfield. Nobody there to threaten
I'd
that
go
ball at
play-
all. As Reynolds' second touch will
It either
send it
goes
away, and now back and forth the teams
Vatira
go.
in beast mode
A
or
little more than a
Vatira
game
in
of tennis. Waiting for someone to blink, someone to make a mistake, and there it is. They just watched Chicago thread the needle.
SSG just all the
Yeah,
wires were
Zen's hard to
crossing. You
argue
don't know
against,
where to
though.
look.
That
The
dude-
illusion was there, and
he's so
Magic
good.
Bear fell for the trick.
I
The
think
rabbit
Vince-
came out of the
I
hat.
think best in
and
the world is
SSG
between him and Vatira.
lock it down in
No, everyone
game
thinks it's
one in
Zen, but
OT.
I
When
think
it went the
choices made by
distance
beast
against
mode.
TSM, this may as well go the
Really, really
distance
good
against
front
LG. Holy shots coming out of LG.
That's it.
Holy demos coming out of them as well.
no.
And they still couldn't beat
I think
SSG.
Zen could help this kind
And
of
they're not
carry
going
by
to help anybody's
himself.
shooting percentage with that game. Look at the
think
7
beast
saves from
mode.
Hoxer. He doesn't get the MVP honors because, gee, Chicago scored literally all 4 goals for Space Station Gaming.
Take
But
it,
Hoxer, especially in that brief overtime,
This one gives me a little bit
was
of problems.
critical to SSG's success. We look back at the Mobile One High Performance replay, and you see Hoxer at the center of every play on offense and defense. And I think it's critical for Hoxer to be having great series in back-to-back qualifiers here, because I think if you asked him, he'd say he was a little disappointed in his performance through that first half of the season.
Oh,
And
man.
it's hard not to be when you're not able to put up stats because you're running up against Gen G all the time when the playoffs roll around. But Hoxer, I think, has kind of reinvented himself this second time around, and he has been crucial to SSG's success, not just this weekend so far, but last weekend as well.
Just SSG
So close.
are cogs in a machine, and
I don't know,
LG
I
are
got
realizing that they have
I
to
got some
break that
invite.
machine piece by piece with demos to
You
catch them
don't mind
making a
what-
mistake. Because when all 3 of
know
SSG
what
are
you
on
mean,
the
bro.
field, they put on a masterclass. That's why they're consistently into playoffs. So
But I'd
LG,
have
I
to see
like
what
that
it-
they're
what actual
changing up their
invite it is.
style, becoming that bully team. But you also need someone in the
didn't get
net, so great job by Magic Bear.
Hoxer goes for 7 saves, and then he has technically the assist on the overtime winner. Keep an eye on Hoxer as this series goes on. Chicago
Oh,
now out of the corner.
Yo,
Magic Bear
Morgan,
takes
I
out
do,
LJ,
bro.
So it's only Hoxer at midfield.
I remember most of
who's
y'all.
trying to guide that ball back towards LJ
I
off the respawn.
ain't that big yet.
And it just barely worked out. Now Chicago with Hoxer with a
Hopefully I
full
didn't
tank of
get
boost. He's a decoy this time, and
big.
LG does not bite on it, so LJ has to stay back. And Cheese met by LJ. Can't get that back to Reynolds. And it's Space Station Gaming picking up the pace just a little bit from game 1, and
What a
they're
rip.
almost rewarded with a goal from it.
Yeah, SSG playing close enough that if they happen
Is
to
this
lose
you?
these 50s while they take the ball high,
who, bro?
there's someone down
No,
low
no, no,
that can
I'm on
take
the very
immediate
bottom of the
follow-up
screen,
shot,
bro. In the
force
middle,
LG to scramble
your
and
kid
panic
come
and
say
have
hi?
to
Yeah.
be aware of
If she'll
all the
catch
players
one away
on the
with the
field.
camera
Just
again,
not the
I'll put
initial
two glasses for
offense
you.
as the LG retaliation at least seems to
There you
not
go.
be slowed down. They're able to even lock up Chicago.
He's
the back
enjoying-
wall.
it's like
now that
a-
all of SSG look comfortable.
It's not
Tough
Fortnite, but it's the
for LG to
Fortnite
peel
platform.
this
You know those
back,
like
the low
side
boost
games that
they
come on it?
have. So Reynolds and
It's
friends
Killer
will have to
Tycoon.
leave.
Looked like
Yeah.
Chicago was playing jump rope with Magic
Morgan
Bear or
says
whoever
hi.
was trying to bump him. It went back and forth twice.
A viewer?
Still didn't actually move him anywhere. As Hawks are setting one up and Cheese dishes that out to the side. Chicago with not much in the tank. At least enough to feed LJ. But that floater is all he's got as he's knocked over
It's
to the
just
side
catching
wall.
it with the
And
right
then
amount of
Cheese bumped by
speed
LJ
is
again.
my
So we're
biggest
not seeing the
problem.
demos this time. There's one from Hawkster. And then he can turn and fire. It should be saved, and it is. Magic Bear back into the play, and what happens? Hawkster is right on his bumper again. Magic Bear and Reynolds both up for this ball. They don't throw off SSG, but you can tell the physical play is having an impact on both teams. But it's Space Station Gaming now, kind of
Best
making
art.
Magic
Ooh.
Bear and Cheese and everybody else just a little uncomfortable here.
So do you
LJ's
go off
got to get to this, and he
victory?
does.
You all go off with the goals?
Yeah, Magic will use the
Ooh.
reset just to get themselves
Best arsenal.
each step most.
Damn.
Magic Bear out for blood. Even with the
Can we just change that into the greatest all time?
It's not like this is resulting in insane amount of lethality here, unless we'll see
No.
what she can
No.
do. But Hawkster is
How I flick so far.
Well, physical play
This is
has
like TikTok
been
where
the hallmark of both
Subway
these teams so
Smurfers
far,
in the background.
third, or rather fourth and fifth respectively.
What's up, bro? How you doing today, MPO?
Coming into this series, right under 5 demos a game. That number will undoubtedly go up, especially if Reynolds picks up
How do I
another
go backwards when I
exterminator.
get that touch?
Here is
Okay,
LJ
okay.
now.
Best
with Chicago
RCLS
chasing down
there.
Cheese on the other side. Cheese avoids him, able to get that back out where Hawkster has it
And
back in.
who I always
and
enjoyed
can
watching
Chicago get onto this?
was- I
No,
always
LJ
enjoyed
called him
watching-
off for good reason. And now Chicago avoids contact and stops Reynolds
He definitely
as
was the
well.
best player
And again,
at one
you're
point.
seeing it's hard enough to stop these guys in individual plays.
He was the
just
best in the
looking
world
at
at
the
one
ball,
point,
But when
so
you've got to worry about
I don't know if I
one
could make a
or
case
two
for him
other
being one of the
attackers
best
coming
of all
in,
time,
it adds a
but
whole
he
new
did
level
always-
of complexity to putting
always
together a
made it,
defensive
right?
performance like this. So far, nobody's
Like, to the
breached the
championship,
scoreboard here.
except for that
Nobody
one
has
year.
found the back
Oh
of the
my
net.
gosh,
even
this is
though
so annoying to
defenders are
stick to
being
the
put
car.
in nearly impossible situations. So anytime I hear that North Americans can't play defense, I kind of
a
roll
huge-
my eyes.
a huge
because
fan
the
of
level of
Squishy
defense
Muffins.
we have to see
Beast
at
mode,
this
I think
level
I can
when
make a
this
case
kind
for
of game
beast
is
mode,
being
man.
played is
He's been successful on
otherworldly.
many teams even before Daniel was on his.
But we
Daniel, you can make an argument for Daniel
gotta
being
stick
an
to it.
A.
Someone's got to cheer for
And
North
NA is
America.
great.
Someone's got to get a goal.
Zen,
What the
you can-
heck is
I don't
happening?
think
Game
he's been
one,
there
we
long
we
enough
were
to make an
stopped
argument-
non-stop with people scoring,
Make an
going
argument for
back
the greatest
and
all
forth,
time because
going
he hadn't.
OT.
He's only been in
And now
what?
things have really slowed
This
down
is
to a
now,
halt,
like,
at
a
least
year and a
in the
half.
scoring department.
And yeah, they went
SSG
undefeated and
trying
win
to
all the
force
way to
their
the world
way
or
out,
whatever,
even
but I don't
LJ
think that's the
pushing
greatest
people,
of
but
all
now
time.
Reynolds has a
Because
ball,
then you could look at
threatening the
Turbo.
double, leaves it to Cheese, but about time for Chicago to get a hand up.
Dang it. You can look at Turbo, and he's a
Slow play.
three-time winner, right?
Lulled Magic Bear in, and then
So
he
you can make an
scores.
argument that
Here
Turbo was
goes
the
bar
best.
down as he had Magic Bear
Justin was the best in
dancing.
the world at one
Look at
point.
the move right
One
there to
point.
just kind of throw him off, and Magic Bear can't recover.
But I wouldn't put him as greatest all time. Him and his team are
Now
struggling
you only
right
have
now.
37 seconds to
Man, I don't-
respond. LG have thrown
That's a
everything
good question,
at them.
bro.
They've done everything from using resets to transition to the other side to double demos, and now Chicago gets insurance for the
harder.
team right off the kickoff.
What time is it for you?
Luminosity
3:05 in
kickoffs.
England.
Hey, guess
Going
where
off of
Magic Bear
military
turned?
time.
You'll never
Bro.
guess. You'll never guess where he turned with the ball coming back
It
towards his
is
net. I'll give you a hint.
2:07
it wasn't back
here.
towards the net initially, and it's 2-0.
Which
34
is like
seconds.
1400
and
essentially.
Luminosity have a massive uphill climb left.
Oh, wow, I'm going for
Yeah, it's the
No, the
climb,
flip
as
reset, but
Miley
let's just do
Cyrus
it.
would
Why
say.
not?
And right when
a tournament. Nah, no tournament. It's the Swiss stage North America. I'm just doing some practice while got that going on in the
Even when
background.
they get these long passes, SSG have the final read. They're already pre-jumping for
gotta
it.
get the practice
You know
in,
that
guys.
SSG are confident too. LJ with the ball
Oh my
to
God.
Chicago.
It just gotta fall
Magic Bear
quick.
can
Oh,
intercept,
it didn't
but
fall, and I hit
Hawks
some
are
invisible
swinging.
barrier
They
on the
will be
wall,
saved,
man.
but
That's
not enough
crazy.
time for LG to do much else. But
You know what time it is, my friend?
in game
Friday.
two
I mean, you
without a
could do
goal.
one thing, little Rocket League. What's up,
Shutout
Matthew?
in
What do you
game
say?
2
You know
after
what time it is, my
SSG
friend?
had to
Friday.
go to
Could you
overtime.
mean
In game
one
one,
thing, Rocket
It was a
League?
shootout, and then it just turned
I
into.
don't get what you're saying, man, but I like Rocket League.
It's hard to say a beating,
And I like the fact you're
but the
coming.
shots are 6-2.
Are you saying it's
Luminosity did not
because
have
it's
many
Friday
good
we're
looks
playing
at the net
Rocket
at all.
I actually took off work early.
I
had a half
game. I know they end up on opposite sides
I got
of the
a
spectrum there,
graduation
with
dinner
Magic
to go
Bear
to
leading
tonight.
the score per game
And
for
I had
anybody
a
that
half day to
cares
take off,
enough
so
about that.
went ahead and just took a
But
half day.
they were both being
Oh my
chased
gosh. Couldn't quite get the catch.
constantly throughout that game.
babe.
Space Station Gaming turned up the heat, and Luminosity was not ready for it.
Looking gorgeous over there.
Just imagine, I think LG are like, okay, we're demoing. Maybe we need 16 demos again in order
that's
to,
right.
to get the ball rolling. But
I told you, I
when
wouldn't
they
lie.
just made that third man more available, it
I
still
can't get the
wasn't
catch
enough
down there.
to just
Happy
keep
Rocket League
possession
Day.
if
Seems
you're
like I always
LG.
catch you on Friday. Oh,
And
yeah,
SSG,
yeah.
They don't need like a second or third man sometimes. Chicago will win a kickoff and score solos. So SSG with the
Don't leave 'em all here.
small or the limited opportunities that they have, they execute every time. And that is why SSG are one of the most respected teams in North America.
For all the physical play we saw in that game, for all the bumps, for all the demos, and all the chasing going on,
I had to just skip
the
this
two
level,
goals
man.
that were scored were not
I don't want to skip
really a
any
direct
levels.
product
I
of
wanna
physical
try
play
and
at
make
all.
it.
You had Hawkster
There is
just
one level I
putting
get
on a
stumped on,
move
though.
that just turned Magic Bear all jelly
This one
leg,
takes me a little
and
while
then
to
you
get
had the
past just 'cause
kickoff
the
goal that immediately
catching-
followed.
catching
That's
the
how
ball. Trying to
SSG
get the-
wins game number 2, and now if they can put together one more, they'll be
Ow, I
through
get
into
in
the top
front of
8
it, bro.
at a 3-0 in Swiss.
What?
And, well, you know what?
This is
Awkward
right here.
kickoffs have been
This
the
is our
name of
one.
the game so far. Why not another to start game
Make
3?
sure we stay behind it. Oh, no.
Oh,
hopefully we
just
didn't
a
make it
bit
that
of a
fast.
fake. And all three of LG
Catching
was
the ball,
committed
bro,
to
is
that.
difficult,
Almost a
bro.
momentary win for LJ that could have caused a 1v1 or even a breakaway. This just, well, it ends up happening eventually. My crystal ball still works.
Well, I wondered when
Oh,
LJ would actually score one in this series. It seems inevitable whenever Space Station plays. And he finally adds one here. His 10th goal of the day to go with a couple of assists in this series. SSG score 18 seconds into game 3. And Luminosity
do we
looking
keep
up
getting in
yet
front of the
again
ball?
at their Space Station overlords.
Getting impatient, guys.
Yeah,
Getting
SSG
impatient.
are not playing around. And Reynolds just comes in like a rocket, will do it all by himself. But it starts with them connecting
Oh
on the
my
long
gosh.
passes, which usually
going too
SSG are in
fast.
position to at least force the 50. That is so much freedom for LG to go for that.
Is that Luminosity?
Yeah, Reynolds kind of changing the pace. You
Space
often
Station's
see
going back.
guys
Space
go for
Station's
maybe
actually got a
kind of a
pretty
delay
good
or flip
team.
reset coming off of that side wall. No, he
But
just
since
picked his spot,
Yeah, since
dove
Chicago
right
moved
in,
over there, they've
got
actually
over
put a
Hawkster. It was a
good team
well-read
together.
play, and then Cheese almost adds one.
Okay.
Magic Bear does, and Luminosity, just as they did last round against Snowmen, get 2 quick goals and have turned this game over.
Chicago and LJ with a bit of synchronized swimming, both going up the back wall,
Want a
both
good
coming
air
down at the
dribbles?
same
Come
time, running
get out
into
of
each
PC,
other
do
and
these type of
not
maps
able to
right here,
recover
bro.
before the ball was in the back of the net. So LG not even needing to demo or to do much of anything to force mistakes.
Oh my goodness.
Finally out of
Now we just
SSG,
can't
but the
fail.
answer could be here for
Can't
Hawkster,
fail.
and we're tied again.
Can't falter. If you're
Well,
typing in
as
chat, I'm
everything
sorry.
falls
Gotta
apart
focus.
defensively for both of these
'Cause this
squads
angle
here in the
makes it
first
really
minute. You saw it a moment ago. The Swiss merchants are back in business.
Can't cut it too much.
M80
Gotta cut it.
get another
Gotta
sweep.
keep it moving.
And all of a sudden, so that
Back
in
that thing
back-to-back
down.
rounds,
My eyes
they
twitching.
they take down G2 and they take
it.
down Gen G. And all of a sudden, all the
Did it say
talk about
someone took
Gen
down
G and G2
and
being
Gen G? Who took
the
down G2 and
prohibitive
Gen G,
favorites to
chat?
go
Y'all
into
know?
the finals, you kind of look at it and
Get
go,
one of these guys
well,
right
wait
now.
a minute. Maybe M80 will cook this time in the playoffs.
And they get out of quarters. There's a lot of
Yeah.
curses to break. And
There's Friday M80 that seems to be back, and then there's the rest of the weekend M80. But what matters for M80, they are through
Goodness
into
gracious.
the top 8, and somebody
That was difficult,
will
man.
join them at the end of this series. It could very well be SSG, as that one just saved away on the goal line through midair. Hawkster's going to clear this one away and try to stay with it, but he's got nothing in the tank. That's a brilliant drop-off by Cheese towards Reynolds, back to Magic Bear, and saved away.
There's not enough power on that ball to really surprise SSG. Ready off the post to save. But the passing plays
This
sure
is
look
not
cool out of LG if they can go for more. Now the midfield, everyone's kind of waiting for the other person to make a move, and how to react is the name of the game. Now LJ can move forward with the rest of SSG with 3 minutes left. Hawkster up the side wall. Cheese tries to protect the back wall, does a good job of doing so. Now LJ
Only
was
thing
too
that makes
far
this difficult
forward,
is
so
the
here's
angles
LG on the counterattack.
Reynolds,
Oh.
yeah, boy, Reynolds in a real tough spot there trying to get that back to Magic Bear, and he's still got Hoxer chasing him. Boy, after that extermination by Reynolds in game 2, they have been all over, rather in game 1, they have been all over him, and they have not let him feel comfortable for more than a few seconds. The fact that he got a goal early in this game is almost an anomaly. They have not let him anywhere near the ball without somebody almost marking him.
Defense looking great for LG. Like the backboard's protected. They're approaching these 50s that are in front of their net safely. It's denying these dunk opportunities. Now the counterattacks, the LG are just kind of dropping off the ball, but here's a follow-up out of Magic Bear almost to cheese. All 3 of SSG have to break that up. And remember, it's match point for SSG. All is on the line. See if they can make top 8 once again, and cheese. Oh no. So close to the post.
That one's gonna hurt. SSG let off the hook there. Cheese, who has been so great so far today. Once the negative vibes start, that's when you start to worry about him. And he turned it around here. He's got a couple of goals in this series. They're gonna need more out of him because Space Station Gaming back on the attack. LJ got through one. Reynolds is there at the back line. He gets followed off, and then the shot high. We're down and in. It's Chicago who continues to punish LG.
What a shot out of Chicago.
What's up, Sorry? How you doing today, man?
It came in fast too, and the save thought it could be put off to the side.
Oh my goodness.
We get a crack in the lead with a minute
Yes, sir.
21.
Watching the Swiss stage.
SSG want to close out this series. Now LG's defense has kept up for so long, and it eventually leaked through. Reynolds will step up as that captain, as Magic Bear bumping.
Goodness, do I
Looking for any
not need
gaps
a
that his team
boost?
could take advantage of, but these whips, you can't afford it out of LG. They lose that momentum, and they get punished for it.
SSG are just a step quicker now. Chicago grabbed the corner boost. Reynolds right there as well. I don't know. I mean, he had plenty in the tank.
Can't do it with that camera.
And then nobody could scramble in front of the net in time. Look, if I tell you Chicago has 2
land on
goals,
top? No, you
you kind
can't.
of
Makes
roll
you
your eyes and go,
auto-redo.
okay, show what, big deal. If I
I'll
tell
just
you he's
land on
got
the
2
very top
goals
and
a
bypass it
game
that
in
way.
this series, then maybe you kind of lean forward in your chair a little bit. That's what he's got going for him right now. 6 goals and a couple of assists in this series.
Better, guys.
He has been phenomenal.
Going too
Yeah,
high.
SSG are a machine that just keeps heating up, and LG tried to break
Okay,
it
that's the
down
right height.
gear by gear. See
Barely good touch here.
if they can force
And
them
another baby touch.
out of structure. Now Chicago and
Oh,
LG
that
almost
last
getting a
touch
pass,
made
and
it fail.
if you're LG, you can't afford much else, and Reynolds beats defender and cheese to keep them
I
within
swear I
one.
did the same thing.
Reynolds' passing sure has been on point, hasn't it? Magic Bear feeds him forward. Hoxer's ready to block the shot. There is no shot. Reynolds just serves it up on a platter for Cheese, who adds his 10th goal of the day.
Reynolds is
Do
killing it
they
over
have one more in them in
Go, Reynolds.
27 seconds? Or will Space Station Gaming march to the top 8? Reynolds met by Hoxer. Magic Bear trying to chase LJ
My
around,
first
and
touch is
Reynolds
great.
was almost there for Hoxer's clear. It doesn't matter. LJ opens the gap to 2 again.
Needed Magic Bear to be more focused on the ball and the play than just looking for bumps, because the gaps are nice, but scoring, who is actually going to take the shot matters. Magic Bear's done everything to demoing to bumping. He needed the second man to take a shot that would have tied the game, and SSG, they punish them every single time. Last 8 seconds. It would have to be Magic Bear scoring here and now, and he gets stopped at the line. There will be a sweep in favor of SSG to move on to top 8.
SSG with
4-3,
us. Sweet.
2-0, 5-3. Space Station won that series every possible way you could, it felt like, as they
I don't know, I
weather the
haven't
storm
played.
from Luminosity. They take their best shot and throw it right back in their face on a couple of occasions, especially that first game where they're back and
That
forth.
was it, and I
even
hesitated.
that last game, what was it, 2-2 in the first minute, and then things kind of slowed down for Luminosity. Not so much for Space Station Gaming, a team that at the end of the first set of qualifiers, it was kind of like, well, I mean, we don't know how good they are because they kept running into the best team every time. Now we see how good this team is, and they have the results to show for it as well. This team is legit, and it's Space Station Gaming that joins M80. Not G2, not Gen G, but M80 as the 3-0 teams through this Swiss qualifier. A lot of craziness, and the desk is standing by to break it all down for you.
Indeed, it is M80 that comes out of the 3-0 round. Yet again, the Swiss merchants are back at it, selling their goods wherever anybody buys merchandise, and somehow they come out on top yet again. Gen G not able to get a win in that series.
That never made it past
2-3-0s here in the 2-0 round.
That's the most unbelievable part, I think, the Gen G M80 series being 3-0. You expect it to be close. You expect Gen G to lose because it's the 2-0 round Swiss. They love to do it. 1-5 now. They've lost to M80 3 times now in that 2-0 round. So M80, their third 3-0 in Swiss. But on the other side, obviously, the match that we just watched, Space Station and Luminosity. Space Station in full control. Now 15-1 versus teams not named Gen G and G2. They just can't seem to get over that hump, but everyone else, it's no problem, Herc.
Dude, I did 3-0. Like, I had that one, like, pinned, and I was watching it. I was like, is this real? Like, is this really happening? Because I went 3, it was game 5 against Cloud9, game 5 against G2, but 3-0 on Gen G.
I like Cloud9.
I'm sorry. That's my, like, I think they are the Gen G kryptonite. Like, I can't think of anybody else besides G2 at times. But like, G2 is like Batman or something. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
Like, I'm starting to think that it's Gen G just wants more practice, and they purposely lose in 2-0 round. They're just like, you know what? We need more reps. Figure it out for Saturday, Sunday. I think we've seen it now. Apparently, Jack, you can't outsmart us for that long. Right?
Nope.
You're throwing these matches on purpose. I don't like it. I just don't like it.
That's some sincere confidence in your roster. Be like, that's fine. Let's just
they're like, we got no other plans today.
Yeah, I wanted to play. I don't know about you guys. I woke up wanting to play Rocket League, so let's play some Rocket League here. Yeah, game 1 of this series was, I think, where we were like, oh, maybe genuinely a chance as it goes to overtime here. Unfortunate kickoff goal that sends it to overtime.
Yeah.
And then ultimately Space Station able to take care of it. Some strong defense there as well to give them this opportunity.
And Reynolds was a nuisance on the offensive side, just going for demos. Got an exterminator within like 2 minutes of game 1.
Oh my goodness.
And when that works, when that demo game works, it looks great. And I think it was working at times, but the Space Station, on those few moments that they got, they were able to score. And that's because of that demo game, right? When you send someone up to go for those demos all the time, there's not going to be anyone back on defense, so Space Station will be able to capitalize on that. But Luminosity, have to give them credit that on the offensive side, they made some magic work as well. But Space Station in complete control there. They will be the #1 overall seed as well because of that 3-0, I believe. So hats off to them. We'll see where everyone else lands in this bracket as we move into OG and Rebellion in game 4 in a tight one.
You know, a few different games happening here, a few matches in Game 4.
Oh, we caught
TSM currently in Game 4 against Cloud9. 39 seconds left in that one. It's 0-0. Cloud9 up, TSM up 2-1 on that one. Snowmen up 2-1 on Dignitas as they're in Game 4, and NRG leads BDW 2-1 in their series in Game 4. Moist was able to knock Spate out here. The young whippersnappers not able to make it past the third round here. That was Moist taking that one down 3-1, 2 overtimes in that series. Spate did win one of them, and Moist able to continue on from there. OG and Shopify, though, this series has been back and forth. 5-1 from OG in game number 1, 3-2 from Shopify Rebellion in game number 2, and then 3-2 right back at them from OG. So OG has the momentum in the series right now. They also have match point.
I've
man, I was flying.
having my eyes on OG for a while, and I always wonder like when they're gonna just become the most consistent team out there. For some reason, I just like never can get behind it.
Not today.
Not today, but yeah, maybe tomorrow. Go make a top 2.
And that's the hard part, right? I just feel like we've talked about this a lot already today, but again, that 4 through 12, there's so many teams in there where you're like, when will they get consistent? But I think that's why they're in that 4 through 12 range, right? Like, there is no true 4th best team. I think Space Station has kind of shown out, a 3rd best team for sure with the quality of wins that they have gotten. But that fourth spot is completely up for grabs, and whoever makes the London Major is very likely going to just clinch that World Championship as well, because all these teams are so close in points anyway. It's going to really come down to just make it to London and get maybe a win or two there, and you'll get enough points to make it to the World Championship. Right here, big save. Can they keep it out? They can't. Awkward by Rebellion on the defensive side. Almost an own goal, basically an own goal, I guess. It was a big save here, but Parth didn't back up enough, so the ball didn't pop off correctly. And awkward here, but OG might be able to clinch it here in Game 4.
Bunch of results kind of coming in quickly here. TSM able to beat Cloud9 in overtime to take that series. NRG takes Game 4 against BDW to clinch their series. And Snowmen have also just won in overtime against Dignitas.
Wow. Okay.
So I think that was literally all of our matches ended within like 40 seconds of each other. Well timed, well scheduled, everybody.
Really quick on Snowmen, I think that's huge for them. Like, after coming off a loss, to go up against Dig, who you expect to be better than what they showed in Qualifier 1 or Qualifier 4, to back that up. So they're a young squad in Snowmen, but they are definitely here to play. And now in the 2-1 round is great to see.
Big results here from top to bottom, but we'll see if any of these count as upsets other than the M80 match. I don't know. We'll talk about it later, folks. We got some time. We're going to get the match round 4. More Rocket League, and we'll break down how things have been going so far. Stick around.
Come on, Jack, get me.
So cute. At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work. Oh.
Straight up. It's good replay.
You see the drip and it slugs. You need it, pull the trigger. Got you feeling, And the world is yours only if you take it. So sign your name in, choose to claim it. You need it in a hurry.
Spaceship. I like the way the spaceship. What's going on, Jet? How you doing today, man? Doing good, bro. Doing good. Just watching the Swiss stage of North America and just getting some practice in. Trying to get the mechanics down, man. Far away from the ball. It's good. I took it like a half day at work. I got a graduation dinner to go to tonight. So figured I'd just do a little watch party. Just get some Rocket League practice in. Not even going to play a game. Need to work on going the opposite way. Always get in the habit of going that way. Direction. If I can stop hitting the ball itself onto the ceiling. That's my biggest habit right now. Pardon. We're not hardened. I'm not getting momentum. Pursuit, what's going on, man? Feeling, man. Doubled that if I knew. My day's good, bro. Going good. Go for a couple flip reset mustard. I can do it.
Busy streets and lost time. Gotta rent a car, gotta stay a while. If I don't move ahead, then I get stuck behind.
Crazy.
I'm at a friend's place, gonna stick around. The puzzle pieces fit for now. The things you
It didn't give me the flip. That's a bad angle. Got the seminar. Done it. Nice, bro. How do you think you did? God, we're so bad.
Round 3 in the books, round 4 right around the corner here. Luminosity tried their best against Space Station, but SSG continuing to cement themselves as the 3rd best team in North America. They are through the Swiss without a loss. We will see them play in tomorrow's playoff bracket. Luminosity still looking to make it to that bracket, as are many, many teams in our Swiss. Welcome back. We've had some ups, some downs, some surprises, some sleeper matches. You could have just missed it and it would have been fine. There's been a lot. There's something for everyone here, Stacks, on Swiss Fridays.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen physical play take over for sure. I mean, we've seen demos left, right, and center. And even when players aren't picking up demos, they're at least in a position to throw off defenders and make them incredibly uncomfortable, making it almost impossible to get back in position. But one thing we saw during that series a lot, you just saw one. We saw a lot of kickoff goals. For as great as some of the passing was during that series, and there were some great setups made.
Ceremony?
Boy, way too many just freebies given up off the restarts.
Like a graduation?
And
that was a nice play by Hoxer.
Yes, it absolutely was. But we see another kickoff goal right here. So Luminosity's got to figure that one out a bit. But Space Station, huge 3-0 for them. It gives them the #1 seed going into the playoffs. We'll see if that matters, because there are times when, you know, bracket luck just goes the wrong way for you, because who knows? Because G2 and Gen G, they're not 3-0, so they could fall down in that 2-2 round. So
yes, like
that's been the big
okay.
upset, I guess, of the day so far, is that G2 and Gen G are not perfect. Gen G, this happens to them a lot. They go in the 2-0 round.
Mama.
They are 1-5
Congratulations
now in
from
that 2-0
Dee.
round. 3 of those losses to M80. So M80 again, 3-0 versus Gen G. They are 9-1 in games against them in that 2-0 round. So M80 back to their Swiss selves. See how they fare in that 2 seed, and then we let go some teams we kind of expected. Probably the 2 bottom seeds.
Are you
Spate
supporting?
and
I'm
BDW
just watching
have
them right
both
now, to be
been,
honest.
are both going home at this point. But now it's a pretty crucial time.
God, I like so many teams.
Around is
G2.
obviously huge for playoff implications, but also your
G2, I
world
like
championship
OG.
hopes for some of these 1 and 2 teams might come
I like
down
M80
to
because
this very
Glorious.
match.
Gen G's
I'm excited
good.
about, let's look
Just,
at the
I don't
bottom
know
there
how
of round
much
4 matchups.
if I
We've got
like 'em.
Cloud9 versus Nettle America Canada. Obviously, one of those teams going home in this matchup, but one of those teams playing for top 8. Cloud9
Space Station to me
trying
always
to
has like the
live up
coolest
to
little skins of
the
the cars.
accomplishments of the previous of Open
I had
Qualifier
to
number
pick,
4,
I'm
where they made top
picking-
8. Nettle America Canada trying to
like
make
G.
that accomplishment for the first time here. So we'll get to see one of those stories possibly happen in round 5, given this seeding. Also, Moist
Yeah, OG's
versus the
2-1-2.
Rebellion there. Moist
And
can look
Gen
to
G, Jesus,
build
all
up some momentum
3
here
teams,
after taking
all 3
down
of the ones
Spade.
I like,
Moist
except
Day, how's
M80
Moist Day
and
going
Space
so far?
Station.
Look at the-
All the
look at their
teams I like are in the
results.
upper brackets.
They've gone around game 4 every match, losing
With haven't
4
losing any.
4 games to the Snowmen and Nettle America Canada before bouncing back against Spade.
It's not the
Attacking
kind of
us
day
from
that
that
you
squad.
are
Watch
looking
it.
for
Nice,
if you're
bro.
a Moist fan. If you're looking for something to hold on to, about the only thing you've got now is, well, they did hold on, but they're going against a team in Rebellion that I believe the last time they met, Rebellion won that one. I can't wait to be proved wrong, but here we are.
We'll see how they do, folks. Again, Rebellion doing their best after dropping to OG there 4 games. We'll see if they can bounce back. It's kind of an up and down day. We'll see these matches happening again across all of Twitch. Go and check out the team streams. I know Gen G's got a stream, Snowman's got a stream, Luminosity's got a stream. You can check out all these games happening in the various corners
That's
of the
what I need.
globe.
I need to be able to
TSM
see.
versus G2, definitely one to keep an eye on there. On the other side of things, more matches going down. Again, we were just talking about Moist versus the Rebellion and Cloud9
Yes,
versus
that's
Nettle
right.
America Canada, but Dignitas versus NRG, the former generals, former world championship organizations. Both of these organizations with a Rocket League World Championship at some point in history, both now fighting for survival in this Swiss.
Why don't I
Not
go for
only
that?
for that,
Bro, I'm
but
not
also for
good
their
enough,
world
man.
championship hopes. Very likely, if you lose this match, you're not going to qualify for the London Major. If you don't do that, you're not going to the World
Not good
Championship.
enough,
So
bro. I do
both
plan on playing,
teams
I
with
asked
their
Twiggy,
season on the
my
line. It
teammate,
feels like
if he
not
can-
mathematically out, but
If
pretty
he knows
much
how to
basically
qualify,
out.
like
So
go join the
Dignitas
qualifiers,
versus
and he
Energy
does.
is gonna
So
be
we
high
definitely
pressure
are
match.
going to be doing
Here,
a
like,
qualifier.
Energy, I think. We talk about like
Just to see how it
Dignitas with the
goes.
roster move. They were like the only team in North
But
America that
we
was
would get
one of those
absolutely
top teams to
annihilated,
make a
Dream.
roster move, bring over European, but it has not fared well because of maybe the short practice time.
My mom
They
finally
couldn't
gets
even
out from
qualify
college
for
in
qualifier
another
4,
year.
and now obviously
Nice.
qualifier 5 here. They're sitting in that 1 and 2
What
round
degree is she
stack.
getting,
So
bro?
Dignitas not looking great, but there's still time. There's still time to bounce back. We saw it from OG.
that was
Can
absolute-
Dignitas do it?
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, they make so many roster changes so far this calendar year, we can't even keep up with them. As far as I know, Gyro will be in there, and it has been tumultuous for Dignitas. It is kind of ironic that, you know,
at the
at
ceiling,
this
that
stage
was
in the
looking
tournament, facing elimination, you've got Dignitas and NRG on the road to London, but neither of them are realistic favorites to get there.
But that's also NRG too. They had roster troubles as well going to the Copenhagen Major where they couldn't find that third. So now it's Dignitas' turn. It's basically the 2 teams that have a shot at anything making roster moves, but neither really working out just yet.
This is
think
very,
I'm
very
entirely
similar
sure, but
stories.
she's been
2
4 years, might be
very
wrong.
long
Probably bachelor's
legacy
degree.
storied organizations in Rocket League history, both just trying to do anything they can to get to that world championship and maybe have a chance at their reliving their former glory. Hashtag DIG, hashtag Energy. Fascinated to see how this prediction goes, given all the fans both these teams have. I definitely think Dignitas is stronger right now. You still have faith in NRG at this point?
I'm going NRG. They had a great qualifier for. They didn't qualify for top 8, but they were the #1 offense when Aqua was on the field. So he did not play round 1. But besides that, like, Aqua was the best offensive player in the entire qualifier. So I think Aqua is the man to watch here. I think they will.
That's a
prevail
really
with
good
energy.
accomplishment for being 40.
We are in North America.
I debated
the
on going
Generals
back
brought their
myself.
army. NRG will be the fan favorites. Gibbs has their back as well. Can it happen here, folks? Energy and Dignitas fighting for world championship life, fighting against their history, trying to bring it back to the foreground, folks. Let's get into the match. Dignitas versus NRG to stay alive.
Yep, that's exactly what happened to me. I got burnout. I got tired of it.
Dignitas
Join the
versus
workforce and has been there ever
NRG. Two
since.
teams and what has felt like a million roster changes has all led up to this moment. Only one more round of Swiss for one of these two squads, and there's only one way to find out who gets to continue on now and who has to continue on today.
And roster changes galore of both teams trying to reach a higher peak than what they've shown before. Gyro playing over Evo. Of course, you guys know Aqua is here, but Stizzy is here to say hello first.
What on earth, Stizzy? All right, come in and let them know that it doesn't matter what roster change they have made. You are definitely the one to keep on the team. Dignitas coming out hot.
That is a hot start. Like, I'm still reading here, looking over at the game,
why,
and
but I
bros
want
off the
NRG to
ceiling.
play
Can we
different.
relax?
Oh, I have a
And this
Dignitas
is
shirt.
a great comeback. This
I
is a
like
rematch of the
Arsenal.
double limb
Pretty
from
good.
the
Gyro's
last
alright, Swift's
regional,
alright.
where NRG
Awkward.
made it out of Swift.
I like Garrett
Swiss
G.
beating Dignitas in
Probably the
game
most of everyone in the
5
match.
in that
So
last
I'll
deciding
go
match.
NRG.
So NRG have been usually the gatekeepers to
I'd rather
Dignitas,
win.
but
But if
revenge is
Dignitas
looking
wins, it's
sweet for the
alright.
moment.
I actually have a
there is
Dignitas
one
jersey
thing you
from the
gotta
not last
keep
World, but the
making
one before
mention
that.
of, and it is the fact that Gyro is back, and we're trying to see how big of an impact that has on this Dignitas squad. Because remember, when they came into the original
Rock
split, they
League
came
Team
in
Westport.
with Arsenal
Man,
and Gyro duoing with like Ella
I
third,
think I like
and then
G2
they
the best.
took him out, and
I like
then they
G2
brought him back, and
quite a bit.
NRG has kind of done something similar on their end of the things. But for now, and
Which one do you support, bro?
Dignitas is it's prevailing. It's working in their favor.
Yeah, it's like a work in progress when you bring a
Ah,
new
these
third
buds,
like that.
sure.
You just want to scrap it out.
Vitality, yeah. Well, I mean, it's
definitely
hard to go
possible
against
do, 'cause
Vitality,
the pressure continues for
Goes
Dignitas.
in, man.
Arsenal kind of gets blocked on the
Goes in.
sidewall there,
Goes
giving
in.
some chance for NRG to move
bro.
forward.
He's not in this one, though. This is the
Back
North
and
American.
forth we go as Stizzy
stage.
wants the second one and sets up Arsenal for the banger.
I love this. I mean, listen, if you're already up by one, you might as well make it two. But Stizzy, he's got something to prove right now. But I love the teamwork between it, even trying to push that ball
Supporting NRG?
forward.
You
still
going
managed to get the
NRG, like,
bump
all the way, bro?
Out of the way, just enough for Arsenal to be able to push it through.
Want to
And
get the
2-0
musty.
up in game one.
Do it. I gotta get
So far, so
reset
good,
and
but
work my way
missed.
up.
Bringing it upstairs. What a pass, but what a
That.
save out of Stizzy.
Whipped it all
And he
together.
is having a game one.
Anyone says Patella ain't
Here he
immediately
goes
seen
to
there,
having
then
the reset, flicking it above Aqua.
I would say that, bro.
Gyro
Alpha 54 is.
slammed into by
I like
Garrett,
Alpha
but
54.
the
You know what?
follow by
I can tell you a
Arsenal
fact
was
about
beautiful,
Alpha
and
54
Dignitas
right now.
are on
So
a
everyone's
roll.
asked. People's asked me
cannot
before.
Count this Dignitas
Do you need one of the
roster
arrow
out.
buttons
My
like this
goodness,
one?
it took all three players, but it wasn't a bad
Alpha
showing by
54
any means. Two
won a world
attempts
this
off
last
the
world
backboard. It was
championship
a third
without
touch to
having
go
learned
through,
or
and
known
Dignitas, 3-0,
this air roll at
completely
all.
uncontested.
He only uses free air roll.
NRG,
Some
you've
people
got
ask, do you have to have it?
3 goals to respond
He just won the championship
to, and yet
last-
have barely been
last
able
year?
to break into the
And he didn't have
Dignitas
it.
half long enough to stay there and take some shots.
So, just
This
saying.
is a win here is
Just
for a
saying.
chance to make it to the final round.
PS54 fans.
To get a look at top
Well, he
eight
used
for
to be
the
a
first
G,
time in a
bro.
while for these
He's been around in
teams.
in
Backflip
Rocket
by
League
Aqua,
forever.
Garrett to his right, with Stizzy and Gyro in the way. And Dignitas won't even let NRG kind of stand up on 2 feet. Even get the ball rolling at all as Gyro switches up the pace. Makes the opponents look silly. Just drops it off. Giving a chance now for Garrett and Aqua. Down the field they go. Gyro with the jump and Aqua to the corner. Garrett can get a
didn't
great
even really
touch
see
on
it.
it. So
Yeah,
not
he's
much
a
strength
legend,
there
yeah.
from NRG.
Yeah, nothing too insane so far from NRG. It's really just them trying to figure out what you can do to slow Dignitas down for now. But something that makes me a little bit nervous is how close NRG have been kind of playing to each other, trying to just figure out what is going on at the moment. But you got just over 2 minutes left to go. You're still down by 3.
Viewers, it's
not
all
a bad
good, bro.
thing, though, the fact that it's happening in game 1 to NRG, that means you're left with plenty of time in the series to still be able to try and come back. But my goodness, these follow-ups got to come in so much quicker than what they have been if they want a chance to try and put something on target. That was one of the closer opportunities there from Aqua, but Gyro with the save.
Who's vibing, bro?
Dignitas know that they can just play defense at this point, and it's just barely keeping these goals back. Now the counterattack's coming in quick as Arsenal takes this from his friend, and NRG managed to rotate back
yeah,
in
bro,
time
we
to
hit the
not
300.
let anything through. Now
We need to
90
hit
seconds
500
left. It's not
with
impossible
3,000
for
watch time
NRG.
hours, and then we'll come
But
monetized.
it'd be some cope to think there's a comeback here. We'll see what the next minute
That's
will
the
bring
ultimate goal.
for NRG. That leader of Garrett will at least set them up through
For
the
right
corner,
now.
but Aqua kind of ran into Garrett, so the follow-up was late to the party. Now Garrett's trying to
away
threaten the
from Hundo.
double, and Stizzy won't
Yeah.
let it happen.
Oh,
so
Matt, well, I appreciate it,
NRG
man.
are trying different
Have
options,
a good rest of
and
your day, brother.
a defense is apparently not there.
Yeah, they've been trying a million things right now, but honestly, if you're pushing up even just a bit too close to that midfield line,
See you later,
it
bro.
takes
Are you gonna coach later
one
on? Not
clear
today, no.
From Dignitas to be on target, and of
I
course
wasn't
an
even gonna stream
Arsenal
today.
that's
This
cheating
is
up
the
as
bonus.
well to completely take away any chance of NRG
too long.
starting a comeback. You've got a minute left to go. Gyro tried to clear this one up in the NRG half. Aqua sending this one back and missed there to follow, but Arsenal's touch actually gave an opportunity for a shot there. It was just a bit high, and again, nobody back. It's almost like NRG want to do the high risk, high reward kind of play, where you want to be all up in the faces of Dignitas. You want to send somebody up to cheat and go get the bump of the demo. The problem is when you do that, if no shots or goals are coming in immediately after those plays, it's the easiest clear for Dignitas to put on target and give themselves another goal.
It's a lot on that third man of NRG when Garrett's going for a demo, as you said, and then the challenge missed out of the second man, and it's you just can't have multiple mistakes happen. Dignitas have gotten a few too many open nets, and a 5-0 is very worrisome if you're an NRG fan, because you just know you've stuck around for this long. At some point, they can
NRG
come out with a
struggling,
win,
bro.
but at some point, Stizzy has to reset.
You're
It
8 away
makes
from
it look
100. Let's go,
disgusting.
bro.
Bro, Stizzy's got all the space in the world, and I'm trying to figure out why, but honestly, he's not even going to question it. The reset over Garrett from the mid just bounces up and down and in. 15 seconds and a 6-0 on NRG.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
not what you want. If you were Aqua, Garrett, and Miss, you are scratching your heads going, what is going on? How do we just reset mentally headed into game number 2 after all of that? But if you're Dignitas, don't
many hours you spend in
change
free
a
play to get,
thing.
like,
You
the
give
mechanics
Stizzy the
revenues?
ball, you give him the space, and even let Gyro have a crack at it if he wants to, but this one's gonna hit the ground. Dignitas take game number 1 in probably the most
Literally just hours
dominating
doing it.
fashion they could have possibly handled it with.
A very tough game out of NRG where it was just them needing to still be organized. Like, I'm seeing the players run into each other and still finding how they can disperse on the field and have intention behind what they're doing. Because sometimes you'd be off demoing a player and then Dignitas have the ball in your net and it's open. So there still needs to be a lot of cleanup on NRG's side, but then we could also commend Dignitas for what a game 1 they've had.
Yep,
And we
on
can
game,
highlight
mate.
Stizzy at almost 1,000 score and a hat trick. Arsenal got a hat trick too. The whole team's popping off. But Dignitas just came off a loss in a painful one where they went like to a 3.5 overtime against Snowmen, almost going to Champions Field. Lost 3-1, and Dignitas were able to come back from a weaker
that musty
Snowman
game, musty double.
to
You're almost
really give it to NRG in game 1. So great job by Dignitas to come back.
Oh, it's a very, very commendable win for them to be coming back on this one. For now, I think I am so worried for the NRG mentality because you made a little bit mention to that, right? They're coming off of a loss, and it's a frustrating one at that. And to be able to have that quick turnaround time, especially to come up against a team like Dignitas that obviously Garrett has been playing for years, the org in a sense, because obviously for those of us that have been around for a while, this is not the OG Dignitas roster by any means, but what you can say is he has played Arsenal, he has played Gyro, and to add Stizzy into the mix and for Stizzy to have the capability to pop off like we've been saying throughout game number 1, this team looks like a threat. Same could be said for them though.
Yeah, NRG just got to forget about game 1. Did game 1 even happen? No. And look how things have turned around. Aqua leaving it to Mist. A backboard unprotected. NRG get to take things off when, remember in game 1 it was Stizzy that scored within the first 5 seconds off the ceiling, so the fact that NRG can have some revenge here is nice.
That was probably a little closer comfort for Dignitas off that one, and probably one of the more rarer times we've seen Dignitas a little stressed on defense. They quickly transition out of their half. This one's gonna float down over to Gyro. Gonna take his time there. Aqua with a challenge on him. Garrett wants to push this ball forward. No boost for Arsenal, but still carries out mid, and there it is, the big clear from Stizzy, immediately sent back, and it's a battle in the mid for control of this ball. Who's gonna be the first one to clear over and formulate some sort of a play, more than just a weak shot towards net? Stizzy reset over 1. It's Arsenal to follow up and hits the post, and it's out. It's Gyro though to finish over Garrett. Tied game at 3:59.
Oh, Dignitas, this was part of a long-term plan. They were boost-starving NRG and eventually dwindling him down to nothing. And finding that equalizer is huge for them. Yeah, you can always give Stizzy the ball and let him do some freaky stuff off the ceiling, but you can also just play your game. And Dignitas weakened them to that point, but here's Garrett going up high. Aqua putting it in reverse, but sets up Mist to score.
Was there a bump in net off this one? I can't quite see. It was just like the tiniest of hits between Arsenal and Garrett, and then Stizzy just got really awkward off that one, and it was just full taking advantage of the moment and the opportunity. How you doing today, man? And there you have it. NRG immediately back in a lead here, looking to extend if possible off the kickoff. Mist trying to take a challenge onto Gyro, not as successful as he probably would have hoped for it. Instead, this one falls into the hands of Stizzy. Challenge off of Garrett means this one goes to Aqua, and Aqua's gonna carry over. Reset over Gyro, headed towards the net, but Arsenal to send off into the corner.
Uh-oh, Stizzy didn't like how he handled that, but recovered well, and there wasn't an immediate reaction out of NRG to punish that. And here's Aqua with the double, and he gets it done. NRG have woken up.
He had way too much space. If you are Dignitas, you cannot give Aqua the backboard like that. You saw Arsenal try and race back up there and prevent what was basically inevitable. It was the double coming through off that one. 2-goal lead now, almost immediately turning potentially into 3. Thankfully, Stizzy got the bailout not once, but twice. And now it's Dignitas on the flip side fighting for their lives.
I was not expecting that after the 6-0 game 1, but we knew that NRG needed to start playing the game. And now that they have, things look a lot closer. Arsenal not getting that second touch. Stizzy, no boost, can't help, but now we can. But NRG solidly, but there's still so much time and still a long time for even Dignitas to catch back up with these very close call saves to still keep this within 2 for them. Now it's only Aqua back, and Arsenal just runs head first. Stizzy off the ceiling, used the reset to get above Mist, and Gyro waits for his moment to challenge Aqua. And NRG still do a good job, and even so, getting the demo relieves so much off of them with Dignitas on their back.
I was about to say, I think something that I would absolutely commend NRG on right now is the sheer amount of aggression that they're putting onto Dignitas to really slow them down and probably frustrate them, right? Every demo is disrupting the Dignitas rotations. You're messing with their game plans, and you're making it a lot harder for them to transition out of their own half. And there it is, Aqua just slowing things down. Nobody back on the defense. It's actually Stizzy with enough boost to get around. He got really lucky that Aqua was
going
low
crazy
there.
by the window.
And there it is,
What up, Pursuit? You
a
back,
tiny
man?
touch from the quarter post.
Okay, you
to
can go
put
stream. Yeah, I have a good
Dignitas
stream,
in a
bro.
1-goal deficit.
But it turns out really
Oh,
good,
just
bro.
missed completely, missing that, and then the 2-on-1. There's only so much Garrett can do in that moment. A little hectic off the post, but hey, it makes it for an interesting game. And I'm seeing NRG even still try to go for these setups, but the first and second man on that offense still need to connect more consistently. They had a good start, but like I said before, it's how you finish. And at least, like you said, NRG able to slow down some of this pace out of Dignitas, not letting the backboard get used, but Gyro catches it first off the midfield. It's gonna leave Garrett to do what he does. But dropping off the ball, NRG need to maintain possession if they want to create more offense than defense.
Exactly. I think being able to hold on to that ball would be super
Got the
crucial to
giddy up,
NRG
man.
being able to extend this lead.
Eh,
Because for now,
what you
it's a
want?
lot of these touches just falling into the hands of
gonna donate
Dignitas.
50.
We saw it again.
What's the
Stizzy
giddy,
trying
bro?
to attempt the dunk off of it as well. Somehow NRG walk away with a save, but can they do it again? Yes, it's missed
it on the other
off
side
from
of the
goal
window?
line.
That way
Trying
you
to
freak it out?
transition his team out on a shot.
crazy.
This one just high. It goes right back into the mid and immediately volleys back with
that was good.
Aqua. And Dignitas, you gotta stay in this
put
orange
yourself
half.
on
You
them.
got less than a minute to go.
Fortune.
And NRG are ramping up the pace.
Yeah, I think Natas tried to challenge when NRG took the ball high, and it's a good stop out of Gyro, and NRG smelled
How you
blood in
doing,
the
Jake?
water. They can get some insurance here. I could lock down game 2, and Miss makes up for it.
Doing good
NRG
today, bro?
hope to equalize the series in the next 35 seconds.
This is exactly what I was talking about, being able to hold on to that ball a little bit longer. Now, granted, Stizzy wasn't able to get up probably as quickly as he would have hoped. The fact that it was able to have another bounce and Miss had what felt like all the time in the world to get to reset up for another shot was insane. But he did it again.
Doing good.
All
That's
the
good, man.
space in the world is being given to this player, and if you are Dignitas, that is a detriment to this game number 2.
For a double.
Now, there were 2 players off Dignitas that
Jagging
had 0
around.
boost, and we're probably trying to
what we
collect
can do.
that and leaving, I think, Arsenal, who's the only one who
Oh,
had
I
boost,
didn't get the
to
next touch.
realize he was the third
Lame.
man that could even
You're
get there in
sick.
time.
Oh,
and
how you gonna tell me you're
well,
good
even
and then be
with
sick?
That, if that was a goal, there is
Oh,
just so
that's
little
things,
time
bro.
left for Dignitas to find
Hopefully
the
it's good
dominance
as
that
in-
they had in game
I don't know if you
1,
go to
but
school or not, or your
yes,
age,
it was
but maybe you just got to
Dignitas
miss school.
winning. It was
It's
also
good just 'cause you
NRG
missing
almost
school, man.
barely playing
Is that what it is?
together, which is the key. Playing together, and we're seeing NRG make those improvements. And for now,
Oh,
game 2 will end in a landslide in favor of NRG this time compared to how game 1 went. But cute double at the end.
I need to
Listen,
stall
just
reset. I need to
keep
learn how to
them
do this.
going. Show
Stall reset.
Dignitas exactly who you
Yes,
are,
yeah.
and remind them any missed touches, any space given from the backboard results in an NRG
I don't know what the gritty
win.
is. And I don't know if 50 will play.
You're happy that happened. I mean, you had a sense that this was a different NRG when they scored off the kickoff. It wasn't Stizzy going up on the ceiling doing some crazy stuff. It was NRG who had a
Gotta go,
complete
Bob. Well, I
mental
appreciate you tuning in
reset
for a
after
second,
game
Jake. You have a
1
good one, man.
because
Good
they
luck with your
needed
sickness.
it. Especially, just we talked about in game 1, NRG running into each other a bit on the field, and you didn't see that as much in game 2. They definitely calmed each other down because they know that this is the last chance to even attempt to make playoffs.
Yeah, this is starting to come down to the wire, not only in terms of London, but in terms of world. It's everything you do pretty much affects everything now. There's literally nothing to be taken lightly anymore. So the fact that NRG were able to have such a massive mental reset between games 1 and 2 shows a lot of progress and hope for this team. I don't think it's fair to say cope towards NRG anymore. I think it is very valid now that it is a sign of life out of them. The fact that Mist had 7 shots alone and Aqua 6 of his own, that right there is 13 that you have to defend off 2 of the 3 players on that squad. So Dignitas, you got your work cut out for you. It's your turn to answer, but the question in everybody's minds is, can you do it?
And what's the adaptation out of Dignitas, who thought this was going to be maybe an easy series starting off 6-0. You get to lay back and just see what are the changes coming out of the opponent. Now it's Dignitas finding themselves behind NRG. Oh my God, right out the gate swinging his missed after getting 4 goals in that last game. He is a threat on the field you gotta respect. For now, we'll be 0-0.
Here's missed off the backboard. He doesn't miss those. I'm telling you, the second missed is given any space on that backboard. Anything that comes after that shot is slotted. 1-0 for NRG.
Yeah, Dignitas, they attempt these challenges and then lose them in the worst of ways, where it results in a shot on an open net. And maybe you need more layers to this defense if NRG are going to vanquish you, not physically, but hey, it's a good lead for now. And you see that Dignitas have at least set themselves up on the orange half, as Stizzy looking awkward on the midfield. Now him and Arsenal are going to support each other, but it's not very comfortable and confident control, giving a chance for NRG to just throw some shots down, and Stizzy has to go back.
I mean, you mentioned the word awkward, and there's been moments where it looks super awkward, but finally Stizzy making NRG feel that way just a little bit there. Having 2 players in net and neither one being able to make connection off this shot here. It's Stizzy just around the corner. Tied game in game 3.
Holy counterattack. Like, as soon as I stopped talking, they scored. Like,
I mean, they heard you.
Well, good. I think all of us want a good series. We just want to see teams, if they're going to lose while playing their best. And now Aqua against Stizzy. It's coming in fast. Stizzy at least gets a touch to slow it down, and Miz dribbling it up high. All 3 below watching. NRG, they got him where it hurts. And it will be Garrett on the right, waiting for how Stizzy tries to clear this. And Aqua against Gyro, it's a dance in this blue wall until the demos come out to start physically removing NRG from their half.
It's kind of insane because every attempt to make a clear is resulting in a demo. Gyro sent up, double demoing, and still not getting anything off of it. Aqua clears this one out past mid into the hands of Arsenal, pops this one up. Attempt over to Gyro, but missed is just faster. Stizzy somehow able to collect this one. Arsenal, great follow-up there, just lurking behind him. Tried to go low, but Garrett had him read beautifully. And hopefully this can turn into a counter for NRG. If not, I think it's just another Dignitas transition play. Gyro trying to keep this one low, goes under Aqua, tries to get the 50 off, and Arsenal to finish up. And there you have it. Dignitas are back in the game.
That's so unfortunate for NRG because they just came off of a demo. Miss was hunting for bumps, and they just needed possession. You just can't hunt for demos if you don't have the ball, and NRG gotta be on the same page and break the glass and hit red alert 911 if things are not working out. But Dignitas don't even let them have time to think. They'll have the lead. And Arsenal's been bringing that energy to kick off the offense, and Gyro almost with a chance. It's coming off the ceiling. And the clears happen for NRG, and maybe not just that, a counterattack is missed. Second touch is shut down. And this game is heating up.
There's Gyro around the corner. Couldn't quite do anything with it. Arsenal just tried to drive it upfield, but instead it's a redirect from Aqua at mid to tie things up for NRG. I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. You give this NRG squad an inch, they will take a mile. You have to be so prepared on the back end for these clears at this point. And if you are not, well, I don't know what to tell you, Dig. They've done it to you multiple times. At some point, you gotta learn.
And it's like Stizzy that's been playing more third man this game when he was the player on fire before. Now Dignitas still having to decide who can protect their net when things go awry in the midfield. And you pointed out this happens a few times, and Dignitas will learn eventually, right? But Garrett is handing the ball now to the other team, hoping that his second man finds the bounce, but it's Stizzy and Arsenal, 2v2, running into Miss. Gyro with the shot, but a better save out of NRG to keep this still 2-2. But Gyro left with the ball, and Garrett comes back in time. Aqua seems safe for now, right? Arsenal at least bump him off the ball, and Stizzy thinks there's a chance. Arsenal trying to bump, missed, and Gyro lands it off the backboard to So NRG starting to stabilize, but that got so scary, and it still is! How did that get in?
Finally, Dignitas find their way through. I know everybody watching, you were holding your breath for the last 30 seconds. There were 3 times that ball should have went into the net, and it was all because of a low boost that Dignitas could not push that ball forward. And finally, my man Stizzy clutches up, but it's up to Mist to tie things here. Garrett, he knows Gyro's lurking on the backboard, tries to pass his one over to Aqua. Backboard is his if he wants it, trying to reclaim the shot, and the power is missed, but Gyro, he's got to try and make it clear out of this one. For now, Dignitas can only hold on to a 1-goal lead, and a bump and a play from Garrett are not going to come into play here. It's 1 minute left, and somehow Dignitas are fending off NRG.
Oh, just when NRG were starting to ramp up too. They can't afford much else. Stizzy bringing the ball down low. Aqua with a great defensive read. NRG can now reassemble the troops. And Gyros attempts to dunk there. They gotta be careful for where Dignitas are flying about. Now NRG are gonna need to help Mist a bit more on these transitions. And there's 30 seconds left. Gyro makes the save. Here's Mist with the second touch off the sidewall to shake up Gyro. Gyro doesn't know how to, or Garrett doesn't know how to be involved, but this time, take the ball high, but against Arsenal, Aqua trying to redirect this forward. Mist with the second touch towards the back wall, it lacks power. NRG lacking potential, but still in the blue half to try and get this done. Mist with the shot, Aqua with the attempt to redirect, it's still not gonna happen. Dignitas take the game.
I have to give the biggest applause to the Dignitas defense in that last 30, 45 seconds or so. They were fending off probably some of the most intense shots coming out of NRG on 30-40 boost or less. They had no time to go and collect more. They were doing what they could. They were resetting forward to try and just throw themselves in front of this ball and keep it out, and somehow still came out successful. So huge congratulations to Dignitas on that Game 3 win. I gotta say, that was probably one of your better ones throughout the series, and NRG have got to be scratching their heads like, how did not one of those shots find their way through?
These games are so intense and very coin flippy, it feels like, with who could come out on top when just it's these relentless offenses that seem like eventually it'll leak in, and it's insane. Dignitas now go to match point, hoping to have revenge over NRG.
Get up there, bro.
From the last time they matched up to, after NRG denied Dignitas going to Swiss in the last qualifier, man. This regional has had a bunch of surprises.
Yeah, this regional has had surprises. It's had crazy upsets, new champs, like having M80 on top. It is a world for change right now. It is anybody's win if they want to claim it, and that's exactly what Dignitas are trying to do, claiming that win over NRG as they sit on match point.
Oh, don't let Gyro have this ball. I love how close Arsenal plays to his teammates too. Like, there's always a follow-up touch, and not just immediately being dispossessed. So it helps create more options.
Faster.
For now, it seems Dignitas are a bit trapped, waiting to see how they can react against NRG. But Stizzy's getting shoved around. Gyro's close enough to salvage the moment. Now Stizzy just needed more power, but you can't get through Mist. Now Garrett up the sidewall, wanting to run into Gyro, manages to get the ball before he gets hit. And Dignitas got to be careful still.
Yeah, you're definitely trying to play a little bit more of a patient game this time if you're Dignitas. Nothing too risky. Just let the opportunities arise and then take advantage of them. Now, granted, that was one of them. It was Gyro trying to find Stizzy. Couldn't quite find him off that one, but Stizzy's not going to let the play die here. It's Mist trying to kill this one. Aqua attempted clear, but Arsenal's touch keeps this one in the corner, and this one could float down. It's a center from corner from Stizzy. Instead, it falls into the hands of Aqua. Aqua to carry over, and NRG start their counter.
NRG's defense so stubborn there when it feels like Dignitas are setting up camp, looking for houses in the area. That's how long they're staying, and it continues as Arsenal takes the shot. Garrett gets a hand up in time. Stizzy's off the ceiling again as Arsenal tucks Mist into bed when it comes to his position in the net. Still NRG unbury themselves from this moment, but it's not like the counterattacks are getting them goals either.
No, it's definitely been a little bit more work than I think Dignitas was anticipating, but hey, listen, Gyro puts in the work. He was given the ball, he took it to the backboard, he saw nobody was there to defend, and well, dude took advantage of the space he was given, found a shot opportunity, and gave Dignitas the lead.
So, only so much NRG can do. They're constantly saving, reacting. It's about time that Dignitas scored after how fruitful their offense looked now in the first 2 minutes. Is there still signs of life out of NRG to come back and to get revenge out of a game that slipped out of their hands in game 3? That's Arsenal and Stizzy working to see how Mist is going to challenge this against Garrett and off the crossbar. It doesn't happen for Dignitas quite yet. But Gyro will keep the play going and Garrett has to catch up. Stizzy will take the boost at the corner and wait to see how NRG try to escape, as Dignitas have been so good at keeping them locked in that half. It's been impossible for NRG to escape.
Yeah, this has been pretty interesting seeing NRG on such low boost. I think Dignitas is just playing really great pathing right now to take everything away from them, and also just forcing NRG to use everything that's in the reserve, right? They're slowing this game down for NRG to a point where it is pretty much uncomfortable for them, and it's extremely difficult for them to get out of their half. This is the first time we've seen it, and it's a pass over to Garrett G off the crossbar and out, and that was one of the better opportunities we've seen. And as quickly as it came, it went. And there you have it. It's Dignitas back in control.
And if NRG are going to play this forever defense, then the slivers of opportunity they have to execute. Well, they've registered 2 shots all game. Like, it's looking dire for NRG. They're only down by 1, so it's not the worst position ever. Lacharo's using the reset to now get off the wall there, and Stizzy tries to recenter this. So still go back to Dignitas' hands, now pinching it off the wall to Stizzy. Great read. Aqua's already jumping for it. Gets a good enough clear for NRG and something to work with.
Nice reset. Still not going to do too much there. You can pinch it around the
What
corner.
is that
Maybe
from?
that can beat out the defense, but Arsenal had it red. Garrett tried to place that one down, but it's low boost, which means it's a slow shot. And a quick counter for Dignitas. Great 50 there. Enough space for Gyro to make a challenge. Even on low boost, Dignitas comes out on the other end successfully in terms of keeping this ball where they want it, and that's in the NRG half, wasting the time that NRG so desperately need to be able to formulate a play.
Dignitas are going for these 50s so close to the net that if NRG approaches the wrong way at any moment, Dignitas can just dunk them, and NRG have been able to get out of their own half now a bit easier in these last minute, and they just need 1 to find OT, and that's not how they wanted it, but that's how it's gonna get done.
As soon as I saw this, wait, who had the tiny hit? The tiniest hit on this Stizzy from Garrett. I knew if Mist or anybody was behind him, they just had full clearance to send that ball on target, and that's exactly what they did. 27 seconds left, trying to get one off the kickoff. It's just wide here, but can they keep it going? Aqua sealing it down to Garrett. Nothing coming out of play. Instead, it's a clear back, but Mist drives it forward. Arsenal, no boost off the backboard, but still manages to keep a save. You got 9 seconds left in regulation here, and Garrett's in control from the corner. Can Mist slow things down to keep it at least in their favor enough to take one more shot? They're trying to do it, but it can't go in. Defense is too strong. This one can float, but Arsenal will kill it, and it's overtime for match point for Dignitas.
It would be so crazy if Dignitas lost this after being in, yes, it's only a 1-goal lead, but the way that they were controlling this game for so long, NRG, they opened their eyes at the last second, but they gotta stay sturdy here on this defense. They do so for now. Gyro can't beat Mist. Into the orange half we go with Garrett trailing behind and Mist bumping and making Dignitas look uncomfortable. But Stizzy takes the ball high in order to avoid NRG. 30 seconds in, it's Aqua with a touch off the sidewall, kind of running into Mist. That's okay. Garrett steps up when when Stizzy is still trying to control the ball. So NRG trying to harass Dignitas a little bit more, and this offense is gaining confidence. And Aqua down the ceiling.
Oh my goodness.
Mist was so close. How is this not in for NRG?
It's pure panic at this point. That one goes crossbar down and back out, and Dignitas are still in the game. You're a minute into this one, and like you said, NRG have made Dignitas look uncomfortable, but that doesn't excuse the fact that at times NRG can get panicky. You got enough to make the double, and he's successful with it. Aqua are taking NRG with him to game 5.
Nah, how does that actually win this? And we go to Champions Field. Yes, it was 1-0 for Dignitas this whole time. Then NRG force OT at the last second and win it in the end. My jaw is on the floor. Dignitas looked like they were commanding that game in terms of the field possession that they had and how many opportunities they had to score. You should have seen the shot count in the first half because Dignitas were on a roll. Yeah, they could have scored more, but still, if the other team doesn't have the ball, it's still good. And then NRG, they just clutch up. They got Dignitas frustrated.
This was insane. I think frustrated is probably the best word for what Dignitas was feeling throughout that game 4, because you could even see it throughout the OT. But even before that, if you take a look at the high performance replay, it was just NRG all in the faces of Dignitas. Even at the end there, it was double demos coming out, bumps coming out of every which way. And then at the end, it was Aqua with just enough space to hit an angle that he knew he was going to be able to make if given the opportunity, and that's exactly what he did.
What an insane round 4 we're having. I'm just looking at some scores as they're being updated. Gen G Snowman going to 5, LGOG going to 5, C9 and Knack going to 5. Everyone is out for blood, okay? We're saying goodbye to a lot of good teams today, and there's only so many chances to get to London and the World Championship left, but for now, we'll zoom back in on Champions Field for Dignitas and NRG.
Guys, make a million tabs open, but right now this one is one of the more intense, and I say that respectfully because these two are grudge matching against each other right now. You are in game 5. Dignitas and NRG just trading back and forth the wins.
I wasn't planning on doing any private game.
Nobody wanting to cheat up just enough on Dignitas to try and play this. I think they want to play the safer game in this game 5, and I'm sure that's what most teams are going to do. You don't want to risk it. Most you can do is go for a bump. Even no bump on Mist is fine because Arsenal, his shot was enough to clear out.
Stizzy cleared out Mist too. Jeez. Good physical play out of Dignitas to get on the board early.
What's your name, Pogo?
But maybe I'm just growing to be a hater now because Dignitas, they had a lead last game too and they lost at the last second. So Dignitas need as much cushion, as much insurance as possible, whatever it takes. Look at NRG coming and swinging. Garrett, full boosting for that. Now needing to full boost back, at least Mist. Third man, not let Dignitas have that space and time.
Pogo, you still in here, bro?
Here's Mist. Gonna slow things down just a little bit. Arsenal with a challenge on him, but his touch actually sends this one back, which could have turned into a transition had Stizzy not pinched it off the sidewall there. It's a shot opportunity, the world's tiniest double off the crossbar, if that even counts, but I mean, technically it's 2 touches off of it. But 2-0 for Dignitas, a storyline that we have seen before. We're just waiting to see if they can.
Angela, how's it going, Angela?
Well, there's the insurance we hoped for. I have taken Dignitas to gain some hope, some cope. Never mind.
That's the faster crazy I've ever seen.
Oh, shut up now.
Jake?
I'm sorry.
Calling insurance at 4 minutes on the clock is insane.
They needed one more to just make you feel like Dignitas actually had a lead. And now it's gone.
Against
it doesn't feel like a lead.
NRG, I would call like a 4-goal lead insurance at this point.
Oh man, just right off the kickoff like that. Okay, we have a game on our hands. Loser of this, out of Swiss. It's Arsenal circling around, got Aqua jumping for it. All 3 in the net though of NRG. Not too worried, but it's how these midfield scrambles and the who's first on the ball that helps the transition go forward and how the offense can catch the other off guard. Dignitas have been winning that for now, just like they did before. They have a lot of offensive chances, and this time it's executed.
That is such a huge reset. I love it. Gyro pops it to himself off the sidewall, and he saw that Aqua might have gone up
feeling
towards him, but
mechanical
instead
today.
Aqua actually got a little bit like mind tricked and went low, and Gyro just said, look, all I gotta do is reset, and this one is clear to go in, and that's exactly what he did. This, I would call potentially an insurance goal, but there's still over 3 minutes left in this game 5, and it's potentially gonna turn into a 3-goal lead here as Arsenal puts this one in. Dignitas go up by 3.
Yeah, Garrett, what's up? Aqua, what's up? Like, I wanted to see it a second time just to confirm the whiftiness, but all good. And when NRG didn't score off the kickoff too, then we were very sure it was insurance for Dignitas. 4-1, lots of time left, but NRG can't let that happen, especially when there's multiple layers crumbling.
There's a lot of depth to this game, to be sure. Here's an attempt to drop this one down to a teammate. Instead, it's missed over Stizzy. Aqua there to try and take it back, but who's the follow-up? It's Gyro beating out anybody trying to beat him out. This one, 50's back into the NRG half, which could be bad for them, although no connection is not a good thing, but Stizzy has enough chance to keep this one going forward. It's an attempted shot there from Arsenal, but it gets saved and sent out. And Dignitas, you got a half a game left to go. You just play the best defense of your lives
How you
at
doing,
this
Angela?
point
Everything
to
going
keep
good?
going.
Hopefully enjoying the watch party. I'm trying not to talk
Recovery,
too much, that way
so good to make the follow-up
hear the
save in a
watch party
1v2 scenario. So yeah, you saved that moment, but you got 3 goals to make up for if you're NRG. Now you're getting demoed in the half, 3-on-2, Stizzy against Aqua. Staring match with the reset to Gyro, a little bit high, Miz chasing it.
Hate picking up cards.
Arsenal wants to carve through the left side. Keeping NRG trapped is still a viable strategy. Stizzy's off the ceiling trying to challenge Aqua here, and it works out. Him and Arsenal work against Mist, but it's enough time for Aqua to get a jump, and now they're both double committing for it. And Arsenal with a few more touches will sink it.
Listen, where's the backboard defense? Missed. I know you're like technically there, but Aqua took you out, man. You guys gotta communicate a little bit better because he looks like your op right now, okay? He was not on your side in that play by any means. And the other thing to take note of, because the fact that this is a 5-1 scoreline right now and NRG have 90 seconds to find 4 goals, this right there,
Hey,
not
3 goals.
only is that... Hey, listen, no, listen. Not only is that NRG's second goal, that's also only their second registered shot. So technically, yes, you are on 100% shooting in game 5.
Oh my
That
goodness,
is
this is
not a
not
good
going
thing.
well.
Okay, that's not a good thing. I need to see a couple more shots on target to kind of put this ratio in your favor a little bit here, especially if Stizzy is keeping this one NRG side.
Oh, just NRG showed us signs of their peak. Showed us that they can level up, that they can reset the composure. There's been so many mistakes in this game,
good,
and
bro.
it's
I'm doing
created
good.
a gap in the
I wanted to
score
play
that
with you.
seems
Oh, yeah, my
impossible
bad,
to
bro.
overcome in at least
I'm
a
just
minute.
chilling.
And how quick those adaptations
Yeah,
have
bro.
to come out in a minute.
killing it back
while
there, bro.
also staying calm, to stay locked in. Dignitas will negate the
I
storm
don't
for
care
now.
about hoops
Miss
whatsoever.
won't let Arsenal get to this ball first. So NRG aren't giving up too much quite yet. They just need a shot on net, and then maybe that'll be a 3rd goal based on how the stats are going.
Dignitas, man.
NRG,
they
or
got a big lead.
Dignitas are the ones with possession, so precious time is being wasted.
Earlier in the series, I said that calling NRG anything in favor of them copium was not fair to them. And I take that back. You got 20 seconds to find 3 goals. At this point, it is full-blown cope. To try and think that there is a chance left in this game 5 right now. 10 seconds left to go before NRG are sent home and out of the Swiss. I believe you can correct me if I'm wrong off that one, but I think that that is true. Dignitas, Gyro pops this one up. 1 for the road home to go 6-2, and GG's across the board. Dignitas, redemption arc has ensued. It came out successful, and they send NRG running.
The script writes itself, too. The fact that Gyro steps up as the new third man, and he gets the last goal, and he, well, won it with the team. Like, you gotta go with what the results are telling you. Dignitas will go to round 5. They still gotta win one more time if they hope to get the playoffs, but NRG missing out. Hey, at least they made Swiss. They made Swiss last regional, and Dignitas now have their revenge. But now the job is so much more difficult to try to get to London and the World Championship. Missing out on playoffs 2 times in a row. You have to go X Games mode in the third regional to have a chance.
Yeah, there is a lot. I'm sure 100% there is a world where NRG can still
get
make
better
it,
after
but
1v1 from
the
yesterday?
stars have to align and like people's trackers got to be in order type
get
stuff.
better at 1v1.
It's gonna be rough.
I have to play another
is what
1v1,
I'm trying
bro.
to say, but
played a lot of
Dignitas,
1v1s.
congratulations to you guys. You pulled off arguably one of the more intense Game 5s that we saw here in round, what is this, round 4 of the Swiss? But shout out to Gyro, man. They brought you back. You showed them there was a reason they should have done that. And, well, you came out successful. But you're going to have to do it again. We're going to see if that's possible along with some other teams as we head over into round 5 of the Swiss.
I just don't remember which one you were, bro. Played so many people yesterday. I have to play another one. I think it's about overextending. If my memory serving, I'm thinking it's over.
So cute. At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work.
Let's get bumped every go. This is why I don't play that much. Bumped. The point. Like 3 in a row. Didn't even get to it. You want to 1v1 me, Rick? If you're available, I can 1v1 you real quick and I can let you know, bro. And that way I can remember exactly what it was. Okay, yeah, I'll hit you in 1v1 after this game, bro. Best of 3. All I need is 1 game, bro. See what's going on. Goodness. OG won over Luminosity. Nice. Gen G struggles against Snow. Kind of crazy. Bro, I'm ready. What's your name in Rocket League? You got a workout room and everything. League. Boko, what's going on, Mike? I guess I can talk a little bit more now that we gotta worry about the commutators. They're not talking at the moment, so. Okay, kind of like a refresher. Dang, this server's right by your house. That was good. I haven't played any matches, so I gotta back down. And my brain is in go mode. Air dribble, touch. Bad air dribble. I could have scored that. Time to cover. He overextended a lot there. And this got it to goal. Great save. I don't remember what your rank is, so I'm trying to figure out about how hard I need to go. Odds are this one's pretty goal. Left side. Yeah, if you're going to shadow defend, you either want to be directly in front of my car or slightly... Oh, diamond one. Okay. You want to be slightly like goal side shadow defense. I know everywhere and everything you watch says to be more outside like you just were. But from me watching Zen whenever he plays, that's where he positions himself. I'll let you know. What's going on, Ryan? You doing great? I appreciate it, bro. And give that back to you. Didn't really give it back to you for you to shoot it, but I know you're low boost here. I know you're gonna be low boost, so I'm back. I could have gone for the air dribble bump. Was like the play you would typically go for in rank, but in this position. I wouldn't try to bump you and make you like raid your nothing, so I just try to dribble it around you. A long time to recover there. Went all the way to mid boost.
The road ends here for
Yeah, you just need to be grabbing the small boost and going straight back to goal.
And Netherlands, America, Canada. 3 teams sent home.
There
3 more teams sent to the bracket as well as OG, Gen.G, and G2 make their way to the quarterfinals, folks. We've got 6 teams remaining, 3 spots left in the bracket.
Fine.
Those
Pretty
6 teams will
there,
battle it out.
challenge.
Finally, you can't lose anymore. We're in to round 5, into
Flying
the depths.
pressure.
I'll let you guess what
This is
5 of the
bad
teams
touch.
are.
It's
One of
goal.
them, obviously, LG.
It would be a goal.
Round
but
5. They have gone, a fun fact that Shift tweeted out there, 6 tournaments so
even
far
leave
this
this boost.
season. They've gone to round 5, every single one of them, including the LAN. They are very
Car,
consistent.
you can change angle of
Reynolds
field
is very
now.
smart. I'm pretty sure in his
Don't,
contract
just
he
gonna
went
challenge.
for hourly pay instead of
Yeah.
So,
challenge.
it's worked out really well for him. So
Turn.
congrats to him.
No, just in case it's a threat.
Luminosity
I didn't dive
versus
into the
OG
ball.
was
Look at that,
a,
just playing
a
more
very
patient.
tight one. They're always very, very
Gonna let you have
close
it
to
again.
the Copenhagen major teams, but OG does prevail.
I'll even leave the
Move
boost.
it up, and of course, Gen
Really,
G and
really
G2,
heavy touch
they right the
here.
wrongs from earlier, and
Be
they
a goal.
both qualify
Yeah, it could have been
as
a goal if I
well.
would have
So,
shot it there.
one thing
You know,
that
if
we
I
did
hit the
get
open
is
net,
Gen G and G2 are not on the
never
same
happened.
side of the bracket.
See how I'm
That
playing
is
Shadow D
huge.
right here?
The Gen
Now I
G
can
versus
defend that other
OG
angle.
tomorrow in the 4-5 matchup. G2 gets the 3 seed. Will be on
I'm closer to
MAV's
that
bracket
outside
side.
of the net.
Additionally, SSG is not facing off against Gen G or
That's
G2.
just me putting a shot on
so
target.
Gen G, SSG, assuming they win their quarterfinal
Make
matchup,
sure you're
will
going
get
back
the
to
winner
goal.
of Gen G
Gotta go,
versus
gotta
OG.
go
So
to goals where you're.
could be a huge
in
one
defense.
there. But if anyone's going to keep G2 out of the grand finals, it's going to have to come
Went
from
the wrong way.
MAD.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
that
two
happens,
of
that
the
happens.
teams remaining here, we'll see Cloud9 take on Luminosity, an incredible battle of the blue. We'll see Rebellion take on the Snowmen. Snowmen, we all
you're
were saying
here,
that
I'm
we
just
thought they would make
throw it
top
way
8 again
downfield on
today.
target.
They've got a chance here
In case
against
you're
the
out of
Rebellion. And if our
Even
featured
right
match that we'll be
here,
focusing
I
on
can
here on the
grab your
broadcast.
boost.
TSM versus
I'm in full control, I
Dignitas.
can
Just
fake.
watch Dignitas
I'm still in
take
control.
down
Even though you're
NRG
getting
in
touches
5
there, I'm in
games.
control.
They've got to carry that momentum
I'll
through
leave you with
here,
the ball
Lemon,
boost.
against TSM.
Oof. And that's what this is all about. What happened
Stranger
today?
the
Because you
field,
don't
I
want
like
to
it.
look
You
at what
under it.
happened in the past, because TSM have never
Kind of lost
beaten
control a little bit, but
Dignitas
just get
in
back and play defense.
history
That's a good touch.
of RLCS. So don't look at that.
That's a heavy touch.
Focus on
This is a
today. And I know Gibbs and I were going back and
Put
forth
it
on
back in your corner.
what do we want to predict here? Because both teams look good, but not great.
by me. Yeah.
But they're in round 5, which is a glass half full type of mental.
On a
And
fake.
both these teams too, like Dignitas, they didn't qualify for qualifier
boost. You
4.
should
They
be
only
low,
got 1
'cause I know you
point.
went for an
TSM, they were outside the top 8. So
Change
again,
sides.
we're coming down to a matchup where
And this is
if
where I
you
like to-
lose,
I like to
very
hit it here
likely your
make it
London
awkward.
major hopes are over, and you'll be looking at next year.
Very, very
You'll still have one more qualifier to play, but for like all intents and purposes, you're out of the World Championship running. So another huge match on the line here.
bit
I think
further out.
Dignitas,
Yeah, I
what they
could- I
showed
could
last match
hit
that we
that
got
really,
to
really
catch
hard
live
all the way
was
downfield.
fantastic at times.
You gotta-
but then
you gotta
also,
be aware
like Energy battled back and made that a 5-game
what
series. So
your-
we're not
your
really
opponent's
sure.
threats are.
TSM.
Limit them down as best.
As well, we saw them earlier today, and they got the minor upset win. And it was so now we got 2 teams that I picked against, and they're both here in the 2-2 round. So I don't know which way to go.
Well, Gibbs, hashtag TSM, hashtag DIG. Which way are you going to go?
I'll give you another game, bro.
This one, like,
you
I
another
went
game.
for the upset versus Energy and Dig. I said Energy would win, but like I thought it was an upset. I think I have to come back to Dig.
Okay.
Dizzy looked amazing.
Yeah, on your-
Like,
yeah, on
he
offense,
looked
try
like
and
a
cut the ball a little
world-class
bit more
player that we saw
inside
in
the
Europe for the Copenhagen Major when he was on Magnifico. He looked like that player again. He looked like the best player on the field.
If not,
it was
if you
him
don't
versus
do that, you need
Aqua.
to
He definitely
try and
won
get the ball
out
bouncing.
there. If
Try
he
and
plays like
create
that,
as many threats
TSM
as
has a good
possible.
defense usually, but today it really hasn't been
Went way
perfect.
down to it.
I think they will light it up and
go
Dignitas
in the air.
will win this, but I'm not incredibly confident.
Okay.
Yeah, me neither. I went TSM just because I'm
Heavy
like,
first touch.
Dignitas are also taken to 5.
This game, I'm just gonna
against
apply a lot of
NRG.
pressure. I'm trying not to do much, I'm
TSM
just gonna
had the
try
big
and
upset.
apply a lot of-
I think
see
it's an
what your
upset against Shopify Rebellion. So it's I was leaning more TSM in terms of they looked overall cleaner.
This is all just
Dignitas
from
would have
pressure.
leads that
Knowing
they
what your
choked,
threats
and
are and
yeah,
what
they
you
would
can and
have
can't
these
do.
flashes in the pan of Stizzy off the ceiling doing crazy stuff off kickoffs.
Yeah.
But can they do that and keep the lead, which is what worried me about
And,
Dignitas.
really quickly, TSM, they have 2 losses today. It's Space Station and G2. Everyone loses to Space Station and G2, so you can't really fault them there.
They did just lose to G2, though. There is
Here's the thing,
definitely a
build
momentum for
fine.
Dignitas here coming off of a Game 5 win
Very
against
well.
NRG.
was a
Meanwhile,
heavy first
TSM
touch.
just got
All we're doing
swept
is
by
applying
G2.
pressure.
They're going to have to fight an uphill battle
How's it
here,
go?
but you've heard it from the experts
Try and
here
line
next to
yourself
me
up
as
with a-
well.
with a 50.
Defense from TSM
Like, if you see me
definitely
turning your
strong.
challenge,
Maybe they'll be
try
able to do it.
at-
Dignitas, the
at-
favorites in
at
chat
worst, give
and
yourself
on the
50.
desk. Can TSM prove us wrong? Win this, you play
terrible.
tomorrow. Lose, and you watch from the couch. Round 5, folks.
That
Put
here.
up or shut up. Let's play some Rocket League.
and not have possession. I like how you kind of left the play.
2 organizations that have a lot of history in Rocket League. TSM, Dignitas.
I knew
Only
as soon as your car
one
started falling, I
moves
knew I
on
could
to the
challenge.
top 8, and realistically,
If you're gonna throw a fake,
only
you gotta throw a
one
little bit more
has
convincing.
anything to play for after this series. Let's get it on.
That first touch.
This is so exciting. I think the fact that Dignitas is on such a momentous run right now is going to be really
this,
exciting
bro.
to see. But the same can
There
be
you go.
said
Sidewall's good play.
for TSM.
Back
It's
in
been
field.
a little bit of a
Dribble,
rocky
dribble,
day
fine
for them
play,
at
fine.
times, but
Just
they had
fine.
such a strong
I just had to
start,
attack
and
in
they're
there
looking
somewhere, but this is just fine. You did take mid
to close
boost.
out the way that they began.
Yeah. Give him the ball.
2
Just
teams
pay
that have
attention to
had
where I'm shadowed. You can see how I'm
statistically
slightly
very
in front of
even
inside. Now I go
days
wide
so
and come
far
back
as
in.
Hockey tries to slow play his way through the corner. Stizzy there to meet him, and Stizzy's a name you're going to hear a lot as
Just
we
throwing
talk about
pressure.
Dignitas, if they're going to have a
Ball.
chance. He makes a stop there as well with Arsenal in support. And Hockey picks his
All I do
pocket.
is
Can he
single
get
jump
onto it
50.
quickly? Not enough as the
Yeah,
shot
boost.
sails high. The follow-up
Not
is
even
in
jumping.
from Wavy.
Line pressure.
That was perfectly in the corner there from Wavy too. Virtually
Having boost.
unsavable at that point. Incredible
Line
placement. I love it. Just over Stizzy, a player that
You need
a
that
lot of
beating
people
and
need to have their eyes on. I think Wavy and Stizzy are kind of my two
Wait till
for
it's
this
turn and then you can
matchup.
play
That
around
they
just
have
like
the
this.
potential to kind of just carry
On
their
defense
team
there, it's in
towards
the
a
corner, so
very,
you have
like,
to just
offensive,
concede and
heavy,
go back. You got the boost
series
steal.
instead of playing a little bit slower
So
on
with the
back
boost
end.
steal, you got to take
But
that as
that is
the
a
dub.
great opening start there for TSM. 1 minute
Yeah,
in, looking to
like
try
right
and
here.
tie things
Now's
up.
the
Here
boost
is
steal, and more
Arsenal,
likely
but
it's
this
better
one
for
gets
you
sent
just to go
off.
back. Now look, you're wasting a lot
So
of boost.
far on the day,
I'm picking up all these
Dignitas
12s.
and TSM have both played
And then who ended
15
up with the ball?
games. Stizzy trying to tie this one up as Wavy will pop it away with help from Creams. Arsenal to the backboard, can't get the dunk through.
Back to it.
Dignitas has averaged 2.13 goals a game. They've given up
I didn't get back to it.
1.93.
It was savable, but
Those happen to be the same
put the
numbers
shot
for
on target
TSM.
here.
Just
Putting it
in
on the left
reverse.
side of net would have been
Again,
almost
they've
like
been
a
very evenly
guarantee. Even
matched
if you missed
through
it,
these 15 games, and now they finally go head-to-head with everything on the line. That shot
All
just
good, all
trickles a little bit wide, and Stizzy now
Applying
trying to
pressure.
get around Hockey, and all
I
that
ended up with the
turns
ball
into as a
possession.
back pass to Wavy, and the birthday boy has to retreat.
there.
He did
I'm
win
not
the race
even
to that
going for
midfield
ball. I
boost.
just waste
He
boost
can
all
try
my
to
boosts
center
just
this,
to
but
get it
Arsenal's got it.
It's a slow
just gonna flick it
floater
over there
down
to the
right
corner.
now.
And I'll leave it.
Arsenal wants to keep driving this
just
ball
gonna apply
forward.
pressure.
Instead, it gets left there for Stizzy. Creams try to take a little bit of a challenge on him as well, but
Applying pressure.
Wavy's up next. Bump could drive this one
Not
forward,
clear.
but Arsenal's back. No connection there from Stizzy means this one falls to the hands of Hockey, but he's immediately bumped off the play, demoed for his actions. His actions
heavy
is
touch.
Gyro,
Okay.
as Wavy and his teammates are
That's
just
the best
trying
shot.
desperately to hold Dignitas back from finding any momentum in game number one.
That was a lot better. That was a lot better. Continue pressure on the
This
ball.
one to the back
At any
wall,
point
and
I try to
Gyro
challenge you
trying
at
to get around
450.
Hockey.
So
Easier said
that's
than
how you
done.
want
He's
to
been
line your car
outstanding today.
for an attack. You can have a ground play.
8 goals and 11 assists coming into this final round. Creams now. Indirect pass is picked up by Stizzy instead. Loose ball at the midfield line, and it falls to Creams. Hockey was
That's
looking
had
for
a
Stizzy.
massive glitch.
Could not find him, and Arsenal
I don't know if he just
didn't
glitched
burn
like
a lot
crazy
of
too,
boost, but
that was
had to spend a lot late
That was a
to keep up with that play. He'll have to
crazy
dish this
lag
off to the
spike.
corner with Hockey bearing down on him. And now
Back
Stizzy
in
let
corner.
that one get just a touch too far away, and Creams almost dunked it through Gyro.
And it's not going to stop there.
Pressure.
Creams is going to take this
Nice.
solo
There you
play
go.
over to
That's the way
himself.
it
He
should be.
manages to get it to the backboard
See how you
here,
waited
and it gets
patiently,
leveled.
and then you let
Wavy with a
me
shot on
hit the
target.
ball
Incredible
into
save there,
you,
though.
and then all
Off
you
the
did was
post and
react
out,
off of
but
what I
pressure
did, and you
doesn't
didn't
end.
do another
Hockey
dodge.
up
That's
next.
exactly
Demo
what you do there.
on
Great
the
job.
goal line means this one's going to find its way through, and TSM go up 2-0.
Well, you see Stizzy
Up
put the
on
brakes on right in front of the net. He realizes he's not going to get out and cut the angle down on Hockey. He's got a lot to shoot at,
Yeah, I'm
so
not-
he's trying to
not gonna
read and
allow
react.
that for you.
And unfortunately for
See
him,
if I
there's a
can come
man
back in
coming right
30
across to delete him off the field. And just like that, it's a 2-0 lead for TSM. Creams off the crossbar, and Gyro helps aid that one away, and he can
I got
boom
this
this
burn
away
time
as well.
here.
He's got his former longtime teammate Arsenal downfield, but he couldn't connect. Well, it's great to see Gyro and Arsenal back
Very
together
good
on the pitch again. This being the
Got the bump on me.
5-year anniversary of the end of
GG's, man. GG's.
season 7's regular
Yeah,
season this
it's
weekend.
your first touches, bro. Your first touches are
Heaps
really,
were
really,
a part
really
of that
hard.
roster is
I could
Reddles,
almost
Arsenal,
challenge
and
all of them.
Gyro. They
really,
played
really
second
need to
fiddle,
focus
of
on
course,
getting a
to
softer first
Mist
touch and then angle it
Hoxer,
exactly where you
and
want.
Rolled is on Birds and the Bees. It's a very
Defense, I didn't
different
really go
time
too much
back
on
then
the
in league
offensive
play
go.
with the rival series.
Trying to
and
allow you to do
as much as I
some
love
offense.
it, I don't exactly
but on
miss it.
defense,
This
the
is a
only thing
much
I
better
noticed is on
system
shadow
for
defense.
up-and-coming players. Someone
Hard
like
to do
a
with,
Creams and
no
Wavy,
goal.
as they are
You line
putting the
yourself
work
too
to
far
Dignitas
outside of the
right
play.
now.
You want to line yourself almost straight with my car or
that is
slightly
completely
inside
valid.
goal
I think
side.
the system right now is
And then
letting
when
a lot of
when the
these
move
newcomers
starts to make,
have,
like if it's an air dribble,
much
then
more
you turn wide and
opportunity
come
to
back, and that
shine
allows an
on
easier
these
angle.
rosters,
But if
and
I
that's
quick shot
exactly what is
from a
happening
regular
right
ground
now. It is
dribble,
just
like to the corner of the goal,
pure,
like I did,
you know,
you'll be able to
excitement,
save that.
seeing all these new players coming up, and I don't know. I just
Yes.
couldn't be happier for them. That's a great pass, but that one unfortunately hits post
The
and
line of
goes
your
out.
ball.
You,
Yeah.
you got 30 seconds left here in game number 1 with a 2, potentially a 3-goal lead if Wavy can get this back to somebody to help finish. Couldn't quite make a double off of it of his own, but 2-goal lead isn't quite too bad.
The
But yeah,
passing for
you want to be
TSM
in
as
line,
they've
and that way,
closed
if a
out this
quick
game
shot
has
goes
been
at like
superb. They have
the
created a
far
lot of
corner
good
from where we're
opportunities
heading
and
down the field. So
forced
say we're heading down
Dignitas
to on the
just
right side of the
play
field,
hard defense.
going
They haven't been
towards
able
your
to break
goal.
out of the zone much. They had
You always want to
one
favor a
decent
little
look
bit
at the net in
on the
final
side
minute,
of your goal.
and that
You don't
has
want to be on
been
the
it.
outside because that leaves
Dignitas
the
go
opposite
down, they
end
get
of the
shut
goal
out in
open.
game
And I will
one
shoot there
by
every
Team
time.
Solo Mid. They were
wasn't gonna go
anything
again.
but mid in the opener.
Yeah, anything but mid for sure. They looked really, really good and cohesive, but the sheer amount of shots that were coming out of there was
But GG's, bro.
12 to 6. So TSM already shooting over 50%
mate.
of what Dignitas were even able to just register. But I want to talk about this every single time I see TSM come up on our mainstream, is the fact that TSM brought in Eclipse from Europe. And what that could do, that could make this team so interesting at times versus
I can do
other
one more.
of those
I can do another one.
mid-pack NA teams, is the fact that they're probably going to be implementing a little bit more of that EU play
How
style
hard do you want me to
against these
go?
NA squads,
Want me to
and
go,
that
like,
has
straight
the
up?
potential to throw things off.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You look at this particular matchup, and you've got the European import coach
I'll try
on
not
the
to get too
TSM side, and then you've got on the
Yeah, I'll show you my
Dignitas
camera
side,
settings here
you've
in just
got a
a sec.
European
Just a sec.
import player in Stizzy, and there was a lot of discussion over, what's the mentality of this team going to be like?
I think
when
I have
the
like
rumor got
Squishy
out
Muffins
of,
old camera
okay,
settings.
they're gonna bench Evo, they're gonna bench Gyro, or whoever they're gonna bench. Who are they gonna bring in? And there was a list of players, and you look at that list, and you're kind of going, well, I mean, there's talent
Just
there.
don't join in the game
How
yet.
will
I'll
they
show you the
fit
settings.
with the team? Dignitas
Okay, never mind. I'll show you the
might
settings after. I
have
can't go to the
figured it
settings
out.
until I
Obviously,
join
they
the
didn't
game.
make it to the main event.
But, all right, man, I'll
last
try.
time around. But
I'm not
OG
gonna go
didn't
100%
get much
because we'll
done
be
in their
here for a
first
while, and how it
qualifier
goes,
in the
we'll
first
get-
half, and you saw
I'll
what
put
happened to them.
on
They
quite-
were
quite a bit
Copenhagen
of pressure.
bound by the end of
Just
it.
to show you
So
what-
no matter
what the
how
difference
bleak
would be.
things look as we go to game 2, and of course they are down a game in round 5, it can all
little
be
bit better
forgiven by catching lightning in a bottle here and making a run tomorrow.
Exactly. Never giving up hope is so important to either end of the field or for anybody playing in this round 5, because I think these round 5s are there's a little bit more to it than just playing your game. There's the mental aspect to it. Who is strong enough to keep fighting on, especially if you're ever down in
nice.
a
I thought I
lost
bumped you way down
situation. The
too.
fact that Dignitas are down in the series but up in game 2 is a great sign of life for the squad.
Dignitas bailed out a couple of times with the lack of accuracy from NRG in the previous round, and then you see what happens
This is
here.
what I'm talking about right
Bar
here.
down
Like,
and
you gotta
in.
be real
Dignitas
careful about
themselves
how
had
all in
missed a
you go on
couple
play,
of
'cause it leaves it
opportunities.
open.
Now they convert. They've got a lead. Stizzy trying to bring that one down in front. Easily cleared by Creams. And it's Wavy circling around, but watching Hockey make the initial save, and he can boom this away himself because everybody else just let him have it.
This is not the end of this one, though. It floats down over to Creams, and he carries it. Not the best over Arsenal there.
putting
Stizzy's the
shots
one
on goal.
back, and he's the one to watch a little bit. We saw him in his last series here, and he had so many pop-off moments and solo plays that I've kind of just been waiting for them to come out against this TSM squad. The problem is they just haven't been able to find any space. It's Creams, though, with the dunk on the last defender to tie things up.
Well, the challenge game has been good too, but you see Stizzy just sent way off to the side. It looked like Arsenal got a piece of him. I don't think he just naturally shoots out there. Didn't have a good angle on it, but it's 1-1. That's what ultimately matters. TSM will take the
I knew
goal
you were
any
gonna
way
be
they
going
can
for
get it.
boosts.
And now Creams going to work with Wavy right by his side, and that could get a little
I was gonna
awkward
get a
for
boost
TSM,
stealer,
and it
didn't I?
has.
One of the
And
two.
can Stizzy maybe make up for this here? Can he center? No. Hockey right there in his way. It's still not
though.
great for TSM, but at least Creams providing a lot of relief. This is able to clear the zone and buy his teammates time to get in position now to just kind of put the pressure back on Dig.
Speaking of Dig, they're trying to fend off that TSM pressure of their own. 3:20 on the clock here. Arsenal 2 touches and a clear out towards mid gets stopped in its tracks by Hockey, and Wavy sends it right back to him, trying to take this one over to the backboard, enough to try and double it down, but Gyro just in the nick of time, able to get the read off of it. And Stizzy working together with Arsenal, driving this one upfield. Hockey, great read, places this one out in the corner off the challenge there, but a little bit awkward there from Creams, which isn't too worrisome, but it does a lot to Dignitas a little bit more time to keep the pressure going.
Oh, Arsenal to Gyro, swatted
Sitting
away
into
by
the corner, make
Wavy
it awkward.
there.
I still got
And
quite a bit.
Stizzy starting to creep up as
That's a
well,
terrible
trying to get
angle.
involved in the
You
offense
just
here.
hit it above your
He's
net
been
there.
the leading scorer, and that's exactly what
take it
Dignitas signed him
across.
to be.
Yeah,
Come
that,
in
the
and
fact
make
that
an
you touched it right
impact.
there, pushed it off the
He's
wall.
yet to
made
get
it.
on the board here in this series. Only the one goal for Dignitas. It was Arsenal very early on in this game. That lead short-lived as Hockey now has that to the corner. Stizzy full tank of boost. Can he get back out onto this one quickly? He sure can. Hits Arsenal and then gets chased away from the play by Creams. If Creams isn't there, Arsenal's setup is perfect, but that worked out perfectly for TSM. Stizzy back on it. Into the corner now. Couldn't drop it down in front. This will find the center, but it's Hockey and Creams in the pass too strong.
Oh, nothing quite finding
Oh,
each
you were
other on
challenging
it.
really
You can
hard,
see
so I
the
could've got on
idea working, but
let me scoot
so
over
can
so Mama can fit.
Dignitas. And this one getting sent all the way back. Gyro's trying to follow it, but he's awkward. No touches on this ball here. Instead, it's Wavy working with whatever he's got left in the tank to send this one towards that net, but it's wide. And this one into the corner here, over one. Stizzy able to get over Creams just enough to allow Arsenal
I knew
the
you
time
were
to
lined
drive
up
this
in there,
one
so I could
upfield.
shoot
It
it
goes
behind.
backboard, but great read there from Creams. Team works together to send this one over to the backboard. It could waterfall down if somebody wants the opportunity, but Gyro's got a big clear.
Luminosity, Shopify Rebellion, and TSM game one winners. Game two now.
A little bit heavy of a touch. So I'm just
Coming
kinda
down to the
back
final
in
minute.
the corner, waiting for a
Wavy
mistake. See the
playing
mistakes
that one
on
indirect. Trying to follow it himself, and Gyro's all over it instead.
God,
Don't think
bit
you
of
can expect
tongue,
one team to
hard.
run away and
Apparently, I
hide
don't know
from
what
the
she
other.
was doing.
Again, they're not lighting up the scoreboard offensively, either team. They're also not getting lit up on the other side.
Can't do two things at once,
Gyro,
baby.
serve it up
He was
for
trying to chew and
Stizzy.
drive at the same
Man
time.
of the hour, does he have something up his sleeve? No, Hockey's in the way. They
That's
just
true.
aren't going to let Stizzy cook it all in
Take
this
your other
series.
half
Every
of your time
time
off, I guess.
he's anywhere near the ball,
Prevents the wreck.
somebody is diving in to make sure he can't create anything.
Oh my
37 seconds, and it is still a tight
God.
game
Wide open.
between
Yo, what's
these
up,
two
Dimension? How
teams.
you doing, man?
And it's slowing down just a little bit more in the sense of nobody wants to play the crazy risk game right now. Double commit off of TSM to fend off Gyro's shot.
How you
there.
doing today,
That
bro?
is not what you want to see if you're a TSM fan. Arsenal's going to take a shot. Wavy to bail him out and send this one off mid, but it's not the end. Stizzy over one, very low boost, and this one gets cleared out midfield, but Gyro up into the air. His touch from Wavy actually could have worked in their favor, but it's 6 seconds left to go. The pass to Stizzy.
Oh, I'm doing great,
Can he
brother. I'm doing
double
great.
it in? No,
Took a
it's
little half day
not
at work.
Can
Got a
they
little
do this
graduation
in the
dinner to
air?
go to
No, but
after
it's still
this.
up in play.
Wasn't even gonna
This
stream.
isn't
I
quite
decided to
the
get
end
on just
here.
to
2 touches,
see.
kept that one up in
I'm
play.
the open net.
Arsenal's still going. Is this ball gonna get
Saw
killed
you
off
turn
this
there,
one? No,
so I knew I could
Stizzy
just
wants to end it potentially
sort of just go.
on 0 seconds, and there's the chance, but it could be going the other way. It's TSM looking to end this one here. Over one, touch off the back of Gyro's car means this will hit the ground, and we've got game 2 OT.
Gyro did a great job of setting
And you
up
was live, so
Dignitas'
I
last
appreciate
chance
the Dimension.
opportunity.
Heck yeah.
But still turned away just barely by TSM. And now they're trying to break Dignitas' hearts. But it's Gyro and Stizzy both going forward.
Appreciate it, bro.
Arsenal stayed back, but you're still very close to the play. That could have blown up in their face. It turns into a shot from Arsenal instead. And Hockey's got the save and clear, and maybe he may even have the center. But instead, Stizzy in the way. Gyro trying to boom this out. Who's going to blink now in overtime? You know it's going to come down to a critical mistake, and at that point, all you can do is shake it off and come back for game 3, whether it's 1-1 or maybe triple match point for TSM.
sure.
Wavy,
Fuck it.
after the double commit from Gyro and Stizzy,
Bad save.
nothing
Bad shot and bad
brewing
save.
for TSM. They're playing very conservatively, not trying to dive in
Yeah, I
and
have no
take
idea
many
how you-
chances. Stizzy, Arsenal are both there. It falls harmlessly to the ground
Who's
in
got it?
front as
How do y'all
Dignitas do
become
not
so good?
connect.
Just
And
hours of
here
practice.
comes the counter, big clear there
Have
from
it.
Wavy over to the backboard.
Back it now. He should be low.
Stizzy
too.
down into the corner though, no boost
That's
there.
fair. We're just gonna go in the air.
And it's the counter. It's coming through towards backboard. Wavy with the fend off.
Not good.
And everybody just taking their time, trying to breathe.
Flip
But
back.
Dignitas is on the necks
Back.
of TSM. They're
Touch.
trying to push this
Down.
ball forward. It's not quite
for a flick.
happening for them, but the pressure
in.
doesn't let up. Stizzy pushing through. Pass
really get
one,
that much
pass
power.
2. He
Didn't get the
creams
save,
off to the
though.
corner.
Dignitas are just 150 away.
How you
from
doing,
breaking
Evo
this
Scott?
wide open
What
and
up,
getting
man?
an overtime winner.
Evo Scott Entertainment.
Everybody from TSM all bundled up in the corner. And then on the other side, Hockey's 50 goes low, and Gyro there to sweep it out of harm's way. That would have been utterly heartbreaking if Dignitas lost that way after having a couple really good opportunities. One at the end of regulation and just a moment ago in overtime. Hard out of the corner this time. Hockey can stay with the play. Wavy stays forward and wins the game. Happy birthday!
Ball pressure on.
Match point for TSM, but I've seen them in this situation before. The round 1 of Swiss, they did the same thing. Match point against Rebellion. Look at it.
Oh
GG's,
my
bro.
goodness.
GG.
You did this earlier today. You can't do it twice.
Settle down. Get game 3 before
Mike,
you start doing that.
I can
All
throw,
right,
I can
he's
throw
styling
another
on him.
1v1 in there, I guess.
I'll respect it.
I can just play
But
people
boy,
once.
you better win it after that.
Honestly,
As long as everyone
he
can
looks
still-
confident.
as long as
though,
everyone
and
can
I
still
must
enjoy the
say,
game,
I like
man.
it a lot. I think
Playing.
the vibes are definitely very, very high on this TSM squad right now. It's just a matter of being able to close out. But I want to take a look at the fact that Arsenal had 8 registered
Wait, you in
shots,
Dimension? Sure,
and
let's do it.
still Dignitas
Dimension, you
were
ready?
only able
You
to
on,
come
bro?
out with 1 goal.
I was talking about
and it
Evo's guy
was
if he wanted to
his.
1v1,
So
but
Arsenal being
y'all
that
2 are on, I'm
heavy
down.
hitter as far
All
as
2v1.
offense goes, isn't necessarily worrisome.
let me get a drink.
It's just like you said when we first started talking about this Dignitas squad. Stizzy was brought in with the sole purpose of being that scorer, that striker for Dig. So the fact that he's not quite, necessarily pulling the weight as far as that game 2 was concerned would worry me if I was a Dig fan.
Well, it's Arsenal who has the 2 goals for Dignitas so far in this series. Stizzy, just the lone assist that came in game 2. Just that 1 goal. I don't know why I had Dignitas down for 2 goals. No, he has just the 1 goal. My eyes are playing tricks on me. Either way, it is 2-0 and 2-1, and that means 2-0 in the series for TSM. And a chance to close out Dignitas here, but the kickoff falls to Gyro. He's going to try to create. Stizzy's there on the doorstep as well, but Gyro bulldozes his way through 5 seconds into game 3.
This play is all Gyro.
Dimension, are you still
The
on, bro?
Bump play and
On chat?
through. You can call it cringe if you want, but it works. 5 seconds off the kickoff, and Dignitas are back in the game.
I mean, we saw the same thing happen, I think, to one of the Snowmen attackers as Arsenal will find a path through, going bottom left, and 2 quick goals as Hockey missed it on the corner.
Oh, that's just unfortunate for Hockey. Just a little bit awkward. Probably didn't expect it to come to him as quickly as it did, and didn't quite know where to anticipate if it was coming onto his left or his right side there. But full advantage being taken of is the end of Dignitas and Arsenal. That sharpshooter from game number 2, but same can be said for Creams off the kickoff. Not 1, but 2, but 3 goals have come onto the scoreline.
Listen, just because we talk about teams not lighting up the score, but just because you stop playing defense doesn't make the other team a good offense. Settle down here. 3 goals in the first 16 seconds. Something's got to give here. Eventually, it's got to slow down. These are teams that do not score at this pace.
I don't see them in here, bro.
Apart at the very beginning of game 3. But through it all, TSM only down 1. So that collapse in the first few seconds hasn't proven to be too costly as they get 1 back. Stizzy now going over top of Hockey, and well, that went off of Hockey right to Wavy. And well, that double commit with Wavy and Creams shouldn't yield anything, and it almost did with Wavy rushing downfield.
You're just a minute into this, and I'm kind of waiting to see TSM kind of wake up. I see Creams all the way downfield, looking for the bump. It's the pass over to Wavy. Creams back to the backboard. Arsenal misses. So does Wavy, though, and every bit of hope of that play ending with a goal goes wayside.
Downfield here, it's Creams just boom it only as far as Stizzy, and he's got Arsenal waiting for a pass. It dropped out to him, and Stizzy fell in Arsenal's way, and that's a catastrophic collapse. And it almost got a lot worse, but instead, TSM unable to capitalize. Hockey just catching that right in front of the backboard. He's got no boost in the tank whatsoever, and that has kind of been a theme for TSM in this first minute and a half or so. When they've been on defense, Dignitas has been able to kind of starve them out a bit. Arsenal right at Creams, And this falls all the way back to Stizzy, and everybody can kind of reset.
I'm gonna lose your stuff over here. Geez.
You're just pretty much taking your time here to try and get back together. Granted, you are up by 1. Now make that 2. Like you said, bang, bang from Gyro. He's kind of been all over it, and I love that from them. I think Gyro is definitely coming into this weekend with something to prove, and he's doing just that.
I love that, too, from Stizzy, setting that whole play up. The first shot, okay, if it gets through, great. But TSM's not in a position where they're going to be able to
Time for one.
control that rebound very well at all.
I'll give
So
you
got
one more
Gyro
game, bro.
following in
That's all you
behind,
have
and
time
he's got
for.
a wide open lane to shoot through. TSM, if they're going to be that passive on defense, and they have been a few times, Dignitas should be able to set up plays. They should be able to score. They should be able to get wins and get back in this series. What should happen and what ultimately does happen have been two very different things, as the Swiss standings today have proven.
Yeah, it has been a little bit of a toss-up at times for some of these teams, but hey, it's how you finish, right? It's being able to close out there. That's most important. Just over 2 minutes to go. You're down 2 goals still. If you're TSM, but they've been in this
No longer
position
watching the
before
watch party
and come
with
out
Dignitas.
successfully. It's just a matter of being able to
But
do it
they're
again.
down.
As Arsenal
They're up
just
this
throws
game, but
himself
they're
at
down
this
to it.
ball. Wavy's got a small clear off. Has a teammate help him try and go past mid there, but Hockey's the third one to really make sure this one heads towards net, and Wavy attempting the finish actually ends up hitting the post, and it's a quick counter from Dignitas.
Not Tyrant. Here's a
Arsenal and
cash
Stizzy are
2
both
for you,
great
bro.
playmakers. They can be outstanding strikers. They've got all the talent in the world. The problem that Dignitas has right now, even though they're leading, there's only one ball on the field, and they can't both have it at the same time. Gyro now with Stizzy waiting. And Stizzy starting to creep forward. Arsenal for the rebound to extend the lead, and he does.
Listen, Arsenal, I see you. The motivation
to the side.
in this last round of Swiss is high. He has been overshooting more than I think we've seen in most cases, and that's a good thing. Just continuing to extend the lead, especially right, you're on match point. This is your last chance. It's 1 foot in the grave type of territory here. So extending this lead, giving yourself insurance to guarantee a game 4 is so important to this team.
Dignitas has 5 goals in this series. Stizzy has set up officially 4 of them.
I didn't get any.
Couple of rebound opportunities that he's
big
created, and he scores one of his own as well. And that puts a nice little bow on game 3 for Dignitas.
There you have it. I mean, I said it, right? I was like, you want to have a little bit of insurance in this game 3, just genuinely try and secure it for themselves. But give yourself
good, though.
also the
Running the
momentum
backfire,
headed
E.
into game 4. Mentally
No Flakes
give
ran it there
yourself
for a little while.
the momentum to
his
keep
little road
going
to
and fight and stop this
whatever
TSM
you
team in their tracks, especially when they're already trying to bring out this passing plays to get around you, and it's not quite working for
Maybe a
now.
pass to you.
But you got less than a minute to go. This isn't the end. You got to fight till the last second here. Hockey up next. Slow shot towards net. Redirect on target from Wavy. Not even that goes in.
Yeah, that's been that kind of game for TSM. They had that early goal that kind of got them back into it.
Slow. I see
And
the
then,
challenge.
well, if you don't score there, when are you going to score again? As Dignitas firmly has this one in the bag, and Stizzy may add to the highlight reel. Oh, he just missed it high. Arsenal and Gyro. Now the only question is who's going to score the next Dignitas goal, because they are just all over the TSM net. This goes out parallel, and another one sent in right at Wavy with only 13 seconds left. TSM just trying for all their work.
Yeah, there
not
you
to
just
lose 6 to
pass
1.
it.
It's an
It's all good.
admirable effort.
There you just let it
But
roll to the
after a
corner.
little
It's not
bit
threatening
of-
there, and then you
well,
could have
let's
got
say some
boost and then
confident
just rolled the ball
celebration
up and
out of
over their
TSM
goal.
After game 2, they find themselves looking at a Dignitas squad that has finally shown up to play.
Yep, this Dignitas squad is one to be feared,
It
and
is
this is the
all
one that they
over
wanted to
every
put
bit,
out
bro.
onto the field. And as this ball hits the ground, Dignitas will take away the 3-0 sweep from
Got it faster.
TSM, forcing them into a game 4 here and continuing on in the fight to continue this weekend.
Oh my goodness.
Top 8 on the line, and again, with all the stakes here, yes, there is still another qualifier after this, but how many points? And again, if Gen G and G2 make a run through the bracket again, of course, they've already qualified into the playoffs again, not as 1 or 2, but if they take care
not
of
gonna
business in the quarterfinals as
On
one might
kickoff.
expect them to do so, then you're realistically only looking at 2 spots. Space Station went 3-0 in Swiss today. They could effectively lock up the 3rd spot with a strong performance. You might just be looking at a fight for 1 spot when all is said and done. And neither of these teams really got off to a strong start fighting for that spot. So they need to get as much as they can. And if they fall here, it really could be curtains.
Yeah, this is a pretty interesting one.
Might be a little bit better in the air than they are, so I might have to go up in the air a little bit more.
In round 1 of the Swiss, they got taken. They won 2-0, and then they got taken in that game 3, lost it, and then had to come back. The difference, though, is Dignitas has a little bit more firepower under them, I would argue, than what they were faced up against when they played Rebellion in round 1. You can see the deep breaths and everybody kind of walking around and having their moments to try and just gather their thoughts headed into this next round here. But you don't got much more time left because we're about to get into it.
And Wavy had to restart things. Went for a walk as well to get reset for game number 4. Dignitas trying to start down the path of a reverse sweep after we've had some relatively quick series throughout the day here on the main stream. We might just feature a classic between TSM and Dignitas when all is said and done. Gyro running forward. Arsenal, Stizzy, they're all there. All hands on deck, and Stizzy scores!
The double comes through. We've seen this so many times from him, but it was the setup from Arsenal just driving this ball forward, allowing Stizzy to just run upfield, push this ball in, and there you have it. Dignitas said 10 seconds in, we're going to show you that momentum doesn't stop from game 3. We're going right back where we started.
Cloud9 has gone final. They take down Luminosity in round 5. So the round 5 merchants in LG are done after they started off so strong, 2-0 in the Swiss. They go 0-3 from there, and C9 on a day where we featured Dignitas, we featured NRG, we didn't feature Cloud9, but we got no choice but to see them tomorrow during the top 8. Just feels like it is the past, like we've walked through a time warp, except the faces are very, very different.
Good opportunity for one.
Yeah, this is, it's on paper looks like it's 2018 or 2019 again, but honestly, I'm not upset at it by any means. It's just a new generation of history with all of our favorite orgs here. And there you have it. TSM's Wavy trying to clear this one up. Hockey gonna take a shot of his own. On target, but Stizzy with the send-off. 2 touches and a redirect allows the counter from Dignitas to begin.
You know who else is into the top 8 as well? A 3-0 sweep over the Snowmen. Shopify Rebellion gets there. So Justin back into another top 8. The injury that's been kind of talked about a little bit
38 seconds
away from the camera. It hasn't hindered him enough to keep him out of another top 8. So there's still some life for Rebellion when we kick things off tomorrow. And that, of course, means there's just 1 match remaining. It's this one here in game 4 with Dignitas
I was
trying
going
to
up for the challenge,
TSM.
and then since I seen you up for the challenge, I reversed
for
back.
the first game and a half of this series.
Should have just rotated back. I could have had the challenge.
Dignitas
It's all good.
battled back a quality couple of looks late
I'm
as
reacting on
well
what you
in game 2 that ultimately didn't go their way, and then they opened the floodgates with a 5-1 beating of TSM in game 3. TSM still yet to recover as Wavy's got that in the corner. Cream started to go, but he didn't burn any boost, so it's not a costly kind of half double commit, but Arsenal wins that challenge deep into the zone, and Gyro, boy, a lot of times we'd be waiting for Stizzy to come up, but he was way back behind the play.
And that's not even the end of it there. Hockey upfield going for the demos on to Dig, just trying to give his team some time to find each other, some space, but Dignitas consistently in the faces of TSM, and this one's gonna pinch off on target and almost did, and it will go in. Arsenal from one end of the field to the other. The unintentional pinch goes through.
Just the way you draw it up.
All good.
7-1 the scoreline over the past couple of games here. I mean, Dignitas had those 2 goals in the first 15-16 seconds of game 3. TSM answered back immediately.
I see a
And
little
then
bit of
since
what
then,
like what
it has been
casual.
all
That's even a
Dignitas.
lower casual.
They
rank
have
than
not
mine.
taken their foot off the gas,
normal
and even
stuff
that
to play
one
with.
going through. So now Gyro, with Arsenal starting to creep up to
Going
his
bad.
left, and he got chased away with a play by Hockey, and then started to turn back on that ball. Stizzy called him off, and that time they don't actually double commit. But even just a split-second hesitation could be costly. Creams got blocked by Stizzy, finally able to get into the play. And Gyro's shot
gotta go.
is
Wait, have a good one, bro.
as Hockey was too slow recovering.
Listen, one for every player on Dignitas, and no answers to be found from TSM. 3-0. Gyro finally onto the board, at least as far as this game 4 is concerned, and Dignitas looking to take TSM to Champions Field.
Creams won the race to the boost. Congratulations. Now the parts of his car are scattered all around it as he gets demolished. And
3
he
in a
can
row, didn't he?
respawn and try to spring Hockey downfield. And it almost worked out if not for Gyro recovering.
I'm at it.
Not even the end of it here. Dignitas is still going on the pressure end of things. Hockey's getting frustrated and just bumping everybody out of the way off of that play there. Double demo in response to those bumps comes out from Dignitas. And Stizzy gonna try and drive this one upfield. Can he do so though? Bump onto Creams, but no follow-up quick enough to take this away from TSM until Gyro shows up onto the field. And he did so for a short moment there, but it's only a minute left and you've got 3 goals to answer to, and you're in your own half. That is not where TSM want to be.
The extra pass, it might even be available to Dignitas, but they don't need to commit bodies forward. They've got a 3-goal lead. They do have Gyro downfield after running forward, picking up a demo. Hockey can just bring this gently to ground, and Wavy, more of a desperation flip towards it. He can't get to the ball either. Stizzy and Hockey crisscross through the air, and now it is just Dignitas doing a victory lap in game 4. I mean, they have had TSM completely shut down and dancing all over the place. TSM might break up the shutout, but it will mean very, very little. It has been Dignitas all throughout game 3, all throughout game 4, and while the numbers won't show that it was much of a blowout, this game is not as close as any of the numbers make it appear. That goal with 10 seconds left means they'll need a couple real quick kickoff goals, but very, very unlikely. If nothing else, you at least see one go through and you're like, okay, that's what it's like to score a goal again.
No, honestly, it's more honestly about remembering that feeling, like you said, and carrying that one all the way into game 5, especially off the kickoff. This one doesn't go in their favor. It's a drop down over to Stizzy. That one's in and through. Dignitas said just end it here. We will keep it going if we have to, but you guys might want to let this one die and go to game 5.
You know, we've seen some kind of clever kickoff strategies employed here, and nobody's been fooled by them. The ball ends up going deep all the way through the corner. There's nobody there to corral it. It's not going like straight back towards the defender left in front of the net as the teams are intending. And it's very different looking at North American kickoffs turning out that way, because normally, I mean, if any region's susceptible to kickoff strategies, you'd think it would be NA. It hasn't been perfect, but it hasn't reared its ugly head as often in this series. Nobody's been fooled. Dignitas outscores TSM 9-2 over the last couple of games as we look back at the Mobile One High Performance replay, and it's a lot of Dignitas. It's a lot of Arsenal, as it has been throughout this whole series.
Which honestly is a really good thing. I think a lot of the times when you think of, you know, the Dignitas offense, eyes at first will point to Stizzy. Most people are kind of waiting for him to be that playmaker. He hits doubles like it's nobody's business, but to see Arsenal be in the spotlight for this squad and really just that IGL that we know that he is really important to this reverse sweep.
Wavy getting a little more energy out this time around. He's not as relaxed as he had been maybe about 15 minutes ago. And now we settle down on Champions Field.
Non-ranked casual game.
TSM won the first 2 games by a combined 4-1. That was the scoreline in game 4 alone, as Dignitas has dominated the last 10 minutes of gameplay. Here we go on Champions Field.
We got scary week.
Last chance to punch your ticket
I'll try not to talk too
to
much since that game is so
Saturday.
fun too.
There's another opportunity for TSM to come back, but right now it has been Dignitas' series. Creams slowing things down, taking his time. Flick over one.
We knew we could
Stizzy
attack
with the
that
save
because
out
he
into the
turned
corner,
and he
but
didn't
pressure
go off
doesn't
the
stop
wall.
here. It's a misconnect from Hockey that allows Gyro to drive upfield, and it's lurking in net is Creams trying to send this one all the way back to that orange side.
That's happened a few times to Hockey in this series along the wall, and now he's going to stay back and let Creams take over. What you don't want to see if you're TSM is that to cause Hockey to kind of second guess and be late to challenges like he was there. Arsenal lines up a perfect double as he beat Hockey by a mile.
Chasing for demos
Oh
and
my
casual.
gosh, he had one, almost all the space in the world, but two,
Never
just
let off the boost.
he had the angle and the placement. No matter how quickly you were trying to get back in time, it was not going to happen.
Up the wall it goes. It is Hockey. He meets Stizzy. Opportunity for Creams. Got around one. Arsenal there on the backboard. It looked like Creams was just trying to kind of dive bomb down on top of him. Double commit in the net for Dignitas, but they recover as Arsenal gets it out towards Stizzy and Gyro. And Dignitas are out of harm's way. They almost got a goal out of it.
And this isn't the end, though. It's very early stages of game number 5.
Dang.
Got to stay on your toes the entire time. Huge shot towards the backboard there.
Pretty
Great
easy.
read there from
Easy,
Gyro,
gentle.
though. And even on no boost, Arsenal still manages to try and push this one out of his own half. It's not the end. Low boost for all of TSM means 2 will retreat back. And Creams just trying to make sure this ball doesn't head towards that net by any means
The weakest
possible.
musty
The
of all
last
time
time
is winning.
Dignitas had a lead, they just continued and continued to extend it. And TSM couldn't do anything to stop the bleeding.
Oh, they brought it back.
Hockey was looking for a boost steal. The defense beat him to it as Creams has to get around Arsenal, and he got a piece of that as it was coming back for another rebound. Wavy the save as well. Hockey's still looking for boost. He hadn't had any boost since last game, it feels like. They have
Only demoed
starved
him
him
'cause he
out,
demoed us
and it is just
earlier.
compounding right now. A lot of it out of his control. But now Creams waiting, almost empty at midfield. The demo from Arsenal. Hockey's got some boost to work with now. Got around Gyro, kept it available, but Creams is all the way back, and wisely so with Arsenal breaking out.
And this isn't the end of it. Stizzy gonna send this one up. It just a bit wide. I think if Dignitas could put a couple more of those on target, they could actually be way threatening than how they probably feel to TSM right now. Granted, TSM being down by 1 is probably stressful in its own right already because you only got a half a regulation left to go here. And Gyro gonna slow things down. Sends this one towards the net there from Creams. But it's not the end of the play. It's an attempted challenge, but it bounces off into the corner. And TSM try to clear out past mid, but continuously
Get him outta
get
here.
stopped
What's going on, Pursuit?
for their efforts.
Well, Creams and
You
Wavy
came back to say you got to
kinda
go?
connected
I
there.
go.
and
You
not
have a
with
good one, bro.
pass. Arsenal disrupts him. So now Hockey unable to center. Didn't really have anybody to pass to. They were all kind of following up the same play. The pinch doesn't quite work out. And so Gyro will pop it away. Creams and Hockey both jump. Hockey didn't have much in the tank. He's still running forward, trying to get in Stizzy's way. Just trying to make his presence felt in this game, trying to get some forward momentum. And it's working to an extent. TSM are getting close, but close is not going to be good enough. They still trail in game 5, and the offense has been completely shut down since they won narrowly in
we're on a
game
different
2.
level, man. He's not
This
on our
one
level.
goes central. Creams has it away. And Stizzy looking for one more crucial 50 to set up Arsenal. And Arsenal's shot
Did it
goes high
heavy.
and wide.
Waited right behind the ball.
Minute and 25 to go. Dignitas still clinging on to the 1-goal lead. Potentially could get taken away from them, but this ball's going to roll back. It's a race for it, and Creams gets there first. But Arsenal isn't going to let that play die. Hockey will, though. And from the air, a bump onto Gyro means TSM can break into their half, but it's short-lived. Creams stops this ball into the mid. Arsenal no touch on it, which means you got an opportunity. It's the fake-off one, but no shot to follow up after, other than the one from Hockey, and even that one gets sent off. And immediately, Dignitas transition back into TSM half.
Well, Hockey thought about going up for that ball, and then he saw Arsenal coming to sweep him away, and Arsenal was ready to take him out in the air, so he had to kind of side flip out. Now Hockey with Creams in behind him. Stizzy and Gyro crisscross. It is Stizzy trying to put this game away. Not going to happen. 30 seconds remain now.
Didn't get a
for
single
TSM.
boost with the one little
Gyro
trail.
lets Hockey
Not
go
enough.
by. He tried to take out Arsenal on the way through. So now Creams with 20 seconds left. Got the bump on Arsenal, but nobody's committing on these bump plays out of TSM. So you can get the bump, but if nobody follows it up, it doesn't matter. Stizzy, solo effort, almost put the game away himself. Almost has been the theme of this game. Will we have a tie game here in the final seconds? Hockey let it come to ground. Wavy with little in the tank. Just got enough, but it's boomed away, and it's all Hockey can do to keep it in the air. And now he's got to chase this ball down, which he does, but Arsenal kills.
Morgan, you're back.
Dignitas reverse sweeps TSM.
Congratulations. Welcome to Saturday, and an unfortunate end for TSM, a position that they had been placed in
And we went
before
for the
with
bump.
a
How does
different
he like
outcome this time. But if you're a Dignitas fan,
don't like
it
it?
is a great day. You have made it through, and honestly, I gotta give props out to Arsenal, man. Throughout the day, it was the Stizzy show, but at the end, when it
my
mattered
gosh.
most, I feel like it's fair to say, but the captain came through.
Yeah, and honestly, no one standout at any point in the series. I mean, Arsenal had his moments, Gyro had his moments, Stizzy, especially later on in the series, had his moments as well. It was a three-headed attack out of Dignitas, and just like we were saying with OG in the first
Are you reading
half of the
Jack?
season,
Kind of a little
better
bit, Morgan.
late than never.
I'm trying not to be too
All
loud
can
'cause I'm
be
trying to look
forgiven
the,
if they can win again
RLCS play.
tomorrow. But it is certainly not going to be an easy task. There is a lot to sort out tomorrow. But we have our top 8 field set, and you see the star, rightfully so, above Arsenal as he leads Dignitas on the reverse sweep effort past TSM and into the top 8 tomorrow. The desk is standing by to break down everything right now.
We have our top 8 in North America. Cloud9, Shopify Rebellion, and Dignitas in round 5 emerge victorious and will play in the quarterfinals of the playoffs tomorrow. What a day of competition here. Back and forth. A reverse sweep here from Dignitas. Congratulations. What a performance. I mean, it's, you know, Lemon, we've seen so many reverse sweeps in the history of RLCS. Every time, it's like, wow, I can't believe they did that.
I can't believe it either. I've been smelling some cope in the air about Dignitas and how important, how pivotal this roster change was, and it showed a reverse sweep on the other guy's birthday. How could you do it? But
so
from
painful.
going from not even making Swiss to being in playoffs, like what
So
a 180
bottom,
and what a
top,
comeback.
you
Big
in
congratulations
middle
to Dignitas, and I suck at predictions, guys. I think I'm
I hear you saying, Morgan.
so I'm on perma fraud watch.
I'm not playing in
Pressure
competitive.
that
No, I'm
had to
playing
be
in
on
cash.
Dignitas. You make this roster move, you bring a European over, you make another roster move to try and make it work because you know you're on your last life, and then you go down 2-0, and you have to battle back, and that is what it's all about. When the pressure is on, like Arsenal's been here very long time.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
They
Okay,
talked about
so
it, how
my
he looked
screen's at the bottom.
fantastic late throughout the
Middle
match.
is the RLCS
Arsenal
Swiss
carries them
that's going on
through.
right now.
Dignitas, it's a long
then,
shot,
you know,
but
me
they're
and Mama
still
top.
alive to make this major, to make the World Championship. Now they just got to do it again with tougher competition.
never play
in the
this game
bracket
mode ever.
stage.
You talked about who they lost to in the Swiss here today, and as we were going to that match, like, you know, it's actually been pretty strong here in their performances, especially for TSM. Like the way that they play, they only lost to G2 and
Mama's playing
SSG.
Fortnite.
Now losing to Dignitas as well. It was a rough day for TSM as they tried their best against a very strong strength of schedule there, but ultimately at the end, the marathon going to go in Dignitas' favor.
Well, this
and they
heat's
will
here. I'd
emerge
never played
victorious. You can see
Oz,
our
put
top
me on a
8
losing
teams are up in the green boxes there, Gibbs.
Normally it
Yes,
would be.
the one thing I want to mention, pretty much every other team was rooting for the Rebellion boys to take down Snowmen to keep that 4th spot wide open. That's exactly what happened. Rebellion wins 3-0 there. Snowmen
missed and
falls from
instantly
top
left.
4
Crazy.
to a 9th place finish. So that 4th spot now is completely wide open. And then Luminosity, again in the 2-2 round, they fall to Cloud9. They're going to need an incredible performance in the final qualifier, probably even a grand finals appearance, to have any chance to make that major and to have a shot at the World Championship. But Cloud9 back-to-back top 8s for them, so that's very impressive. Last time around, they fell to
wanna
Snowmen.
play
We'll see
this
if they can battle back.
2v1.
They probably
Someone
like their
needs to join in
matchup
on this
here
big
in this
team.
playoff bracket because it's playoff M80, and we all know that M80 is a completely different team from Friday to a weekend. But maybe M80 can right those wrongs finally here. But the full playoff bracket is here, and honestly, like, all these matches should be incredibly good. Even Rebellion G2. I know it's Rebellion playing against, you know, one of the best teams in North America, but we know when Rebellion peaks, they look insane. So if they can peak for 4 of those games, you never know.
Yeah, and I think you're right. Shopify Rebellion looks so good. And I'm not even that doom and gloom about G2 and Gen G. Kind of very surprising to see them lose at all, especially to the teams that they did. But where they peak is playoffs. And hey, G2 and Gen G are on the opposite sides of the bracket, so we could still have that G2 Gen G final that we always get. But there's new teams on the rise, which is so awesome. We already pointed out Rebellion. Then SSG could make another top 4. M80, they could maybe get out of the quarterfinal, especially if it's against Cloud9. So we've had such a fun regional.
If there's ever been a bracket for M80 to do well on Saturday,
I swear, Wave, if they don't do it,
boring.
I'm going to disown AJ. He was my son.
how
kicking
far
him
are you
out.
dropping them in the power rankings?
I'm
if they
kicking
lose
them
to
out of the
Cloud9?
house. Yeah, like, I believe in M80. I said before this, they're going to be a major team. But these are the days. Saturday's the big day for all these teams. You got to win on that day, get to the top 4. Then anything from there is just icing on the cake. But again, Snowmen are out. They had top 4 points last time. It opens the door for all these teams battling in the quarterfinals.
It's got to be annoying for
I almost said
Cloud9
that
too,
game of
because if they
Fortnite last
win
game
in the
was quick for
quarterfinals,
them.
no one's going to be like, "Wow, Cloud9, what an excellent quality win." We're all going to be like, "Yeah, of course they did." Somebody just rolled over, and they'll be like, "Come on, we played our hearts out. Give us the credit we deserve here." So we'll see how that match goes. That one's going to be happening tomorrow, folks. Don't forget your tickets. If you want to go see these teams compete in London, 4 of the North Americans will be there. We'll see 4 European teams. We'll see teams from all over the world. Ticketmaster.co.uk. There's 2 days of competition you can watch. You can buy an individual ticket if you just want to go to one day. You don't have to go to both days. It's an incredible experience. Highly recommend it, especially in the Copper Box. It is a one-of-a-kind Rocket League crowd there, folks. We've got 4 matches to play tomorrow to play through all the quarterfinals, and then we will have our semifinals set. We'll play through the semis and the grands on Sunday. But for our quarterfinal action, we will kick things off with the Battle of the Yellows, Dignitas versus Space Station. Tale as old as time in Rocket League here, especially in North America. Cloud9 M80 will be match number 2, and then the 2 big dogs will see if they can slay their Davids, respectively here. G2 versus Shopify Rebellion, and OG will try to knock out the kings of North America, Gen G Mobile One Racing.
I am so stoked for the OG Gen G match, especially. Like, yes, Gen G are on this win streak, but OG beat their rival of LG. And of course, in like a round 5 scenario, they finally have done it. So have OG like surpass that peak, and can they peak hard enough to go against Gen G? We haven't seen Gen G lose in a while, so we don't count Swiss. But in terms of playoffs, so I wonder how that's gonna go.
We'll see.
Scribbles.
We'll see, folks. It's going to be a lot of fun. Matches kicking off
scribbly.
at 10 a.m. Pacific with the pre-show going live at 9:30. I'll be there. Gibbs will be there. Levin will be there. We'll hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Ooh, I thought he had to save. But he didn't. It stayed on the ball too long. Get it back on. What's up, bro? Beat him to it. How you doing, man? Was it Toad Nuts? So cute. mishap
At
on
Ally,
his kickoff.
we're helping millions save more
He left.
for the things that matter
Unfortunate.
most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work.
Really need one to talk to. Oh no, man, what's going on? Ah, no, you ain't gonna be doing that, bro. You don't need to do that, man. World's got 8 billion people. Someone making you feel like crap or something like that, man. You just gotta keep on keeping on. But what's going on, man? Disagree. Go to school, got any friends, got parents, got brother, sister? Bullied all the time. How old are you? Well, nah, bro, you got a whole life ahead of you other than 12 years old. Let me tell you, one day school's gonna end and you're not gonna have to ever see or mess or talk to any of those people ever again in your life, bro. And as far as your parents, it's unfortunate that that's the way you feel. Maybe it's just something that you're thinking right now, but you could be wrong. You never know. Yep. You just have to look at it like this. Eventually, you're going to be done with school, and you're never going to see any of the people that you went to school with ever again in your life. So you what? You're 6 years away. 6 years away from being able to do whatever you want in life. Pretty much. You'll be 18. And you can do whatever you want. Go out, meet new people, make new friends, do your own thing. But it's going to be a lot harder for you to do anything career-wise if you don't finish school. So you got to finish school somehow or just get a GED. Anywhere pretty much except a GED nowadays. Get a GED, man, and then just get out of the situation. Go find people and go expose yourself to people who will and do want to hang out with you. But the last thing anyone would ever want of anybody was to just end it for no reason, bro. If you're really 12 and you got that much life ahead of you, there's so much more to do. You hadn't even discovered life yet, bro. I promise you. Oh, no problem, bro. I promise you it gets better. In fact, speaking of the same thing, me and my wife went out to eat. And when we went out to eat, we ran into a kid that you got bullied all the time. And I was the kind of person, like, I'm 6'1". I've always been bigger than all the other kids, stronger than all the other kids, and I'm more athletic than all the other kids. So I pretty much never fit into just any type of crowd. I always stuck up for those who were getting bullied. And I ran across one of the guys who I stuck up for all the time when we went out to eat. And man, he's married now. He looks so happy, and a lot of things are going his way now. And he wouldn't have ever been able to experience any of that if that was the decision he chose. But I told my wife, I said, look, I'm gonna be right back. I walked over there, I had to shake his hand. I met his wife. Everything in his life is going really great now, and I'm really, really happy for the guy, man. Just know that part of your life will end. Like you're not gonna get bullied in school forever. School doesn't last forever. Or just prove everyone wrong, man. Hit the gym, know about your friend Ryan. That's good. You would have to tell the story. And I can hear the girl just let you know. Oh, that's Mama. This is Mama. This is my wife. She's actually gone through a lot in her life, man. I told her that she needs to create a little podcast for herself because she actually. You care if I tell the story, baby? So you're looking at a suicide survivor right beside me. That was a decision that she decided to make. She felt like no one cared, and there's a lot of things in her life that just weren't going her way, and she lost a lot of things that were dear and really, really close to her. And she thought that was the only way. And she attempted, and she met God, and he said it wasn't her time. And she came back, and now look, we're sitting here playing video games. I met her a little bit after that. What is it, 3 years, 4 years after that? Year and a half after that. And then I became a part of her life, and we kind of were each other's missing link. And we just been happy together ever since. I wouldn't call it like a perfect fairy tale ending, because me and Mama had our problems. Everything does, but you know, we love each other enough that we're willing to overcome those problems and stick it out. And that's pretty much what life is all about, man. You just got to push through it. You just got to push through it. She's a great example of this. She pushed through it, and now look at her life. We're sitting here enjoying time with the kids, playing video games together, and having a conversation with you, bro.
So, like, even if you think, you know, what if it messes up and don't even complete it, and then you're stuck in a bed and completely paralyzed for the like, I know today seems worse, but there's always something out there. And there's counseling, there's outpatients, therapy. There's so much that you can do. School is really, really tough, which I work with a lot of adolescents. There's online schools, charter schools. So, and I know bullying happens ever be, but you don't have to stay in the same position. I guarantee that if anything is happening, it may seem frustrated at the parent, feel helpless that you can't be there. Don't give up. Like, not over. I have a friend that I went to school with. His name was Ryan, and he was a little bit huskier. He never had new clothes. He showered. Got made fun of a lot. Basically because his parents weren't wealthy new. Anyway, I'm friends with Ryan now on Facebook, and he got his doctorate. He's a doctorate in actually therapeutic psychology. And specializes in psychology. He literally has done everything everybody told him that he couldn't do. Every time he gets a new degree, he has multiple, like not just bachelor's, masters, and a doctorate. He has like 2 or 3 masters. Like he's working on his last doctorate now, a couple of bachelor degrees, and every time he gets a new one, he always posts it and says, "This is for everybody that told me I wasn't good enough or I wasn't worthy enough." And now he uses all the pain that he went through as a child to help other people. So it's not over yet.
I tell you what, man. Throw the sub and a notification, and I want to see you on my stream on Monday. I want to make sure that you make it to Monday. I will check on you in stream, bro.
Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings
And we got a
beyond low
community
prices.
here that we're
like
building on
digital
here that's really
coupons
nice
worth over
and friendly as well.
$600 each week.
I don't have
and
as
up to
many of them
$1
in right
off
now
per
'cause
gallon
I'm
at the pump.
kinda doing a
More
little bit different
savings
stream of
and
doing
more
the watch
inspiring
party, but
flavors make
we do have
Kroger
quite a
worth
bit of
it
people that come
every
here that
time.
are around your same
Kroger,
age,
fresh
man,
for
and
everyone.
They're
Fuel
all
restrictions
really,
apply.
really nice.
We've locked in
We
low
can play
prices
games
to
and
help you
everything
save
together, man.
big store-wide. Look for the locked-in low prices tags and
They're
enjoy
really, really
extra
nice, bro.
savings throughout the store. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
But just remember, man, the internet is vast. You're going to run into some bad people on the internet too, but you can also find some really, really good people. Like finding a streamer like you're doing right now, you kind of reaching out to me or whatever. There are more people just like that, bro. And then you can have like a little gaming community. I don't know what your situation is. I live in the USA. I'm really sorry to hear that, brother. I really hope everything ends up turning out to be really, really fine, you know, later in life. It might be a little rough start, but you got to start somewhere and just don't give up. Don't give up. Yep. Purpose is a big thing, and I try not to bring too much religion in on my stream or whatever, but I will say God is a big thing as well. If you can get close to God, you'll never be alone. Where do you live at though, bro? Live in the UK, that's cool. You play Rocket League at all? Or did you just happen to stumble across my stream just scrolling through shorts? Been really hot. How hot, bro? Yo, Fortnite kid, what's going on, bro? Gotcha, baby. On that she's talking. 30 degrees is hot. That's cold, bro. And Fortnite kid, man, we got our broski up in chat, man. He's going through a rough time, so if we could be nice to that guy, that would be great, brother. Plat 1, and I've been stuck Plat 1 for 2 months. Really bad. Plat 1's not bad, bro. That's where the majority of the player base is, I believe, is in Plat. I think it's like mid-Plat is where the majority of the player base is, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, you're right there amongst the majority, bro. And 2 months is not a long time. You want to know how long I've been stuck at GC and GC2? Like 2 years, bro. But if you're struggling moving up, my best advice is a lot of people try and blame their teammates. And the best thing to do is look at what you can do better, regardless if the teammates are making mistakes. And that way you always get better. That and in 1v1. A 1v1 is a very tilting mode. I will just admit that right now. I even get tilted. But it's the best way to get better fast, because there's no other time in the game that you're going to have that much time on the ball or have that many challenges and being able to read people that much. The ones is really, really crazy. Really, really good to play. You've never played ranked, bro? Didn't I play against you? Was it you and your brother who both played against me? I think it was. In the 2v1? Gold 2 and 1s. Yeah. Ones is a lot harder, bro. Me being just champ 3 puts me in, I think, champ 3 div 2. I'm in the top 0.7% of the world. And I'm not even in grand champ right now in 1v1. That's just champ 3. And that's really crazy because I'm almost GC2 and 2v2. But 2v2 is the easiest game mode in the game to rank up. And that's what everyone's highest rank is in 2v2. Even though I'm 3 wins away from GC2, I'm 1.1% in the world on that one. So even though I'm lower rank by a lot, since it's a lot harder game mode, I'm better than the majority percentage of the world in that mode. So it's crazy. It's crazy different. Crazy different how it works. Keep going, get Smurfs. So do I, bro. Take it as a learning thing, and that's all you can do. Smurfs don't stop either. They go all the way up into my level, man.
Call them out.
They'll go all the way up into mine, bro. Can I coach you? Not right now, bro. Not right now, Muhammad. But how you doing, Mike? We're just being friendly to our new guy in chat. He's going through a rough time right now. I'm just gonna call him Nuts. So be kind and friendly, Nuts. He's going through some stuff right now, guys. So we can just show him some love and respect. Would be great. Trying to update the Rocket League? Yeah. Happy weekend, everybody. Man, I gotta work this weekend. That's why I'm not gonna be streaming pretty much till Monday. And then Monday later on, I actually get to go to the a baseball game. So I won't be streaming later on in the day. So if I'm streaming it, it's gonna be earlier on. Let's go for a musty back. Not get any power on it. What's up? I can party up. Hey, Nuts, what servers you play on? There you go, bro. You want to play with Muhammad, bro? I say I went against some ones, hit a double double reset musty tap. That's its A, bro. Do you know who Frontal Panda is? He's the kind of guy who can hit stuff like that. I played against him the other. Double flip reset. That's a terrible shot, but you know, it is what it is. I'm proud of myself for being able to get it. What I'm really proud of myself for doing is I've never worked on musties, and in like 3 weeks, I've been able to train myself how to start getting decent at them. Not great, but I know how to hit them now, and I know what the like goal is. I know how to hit them off of ceiling and off being on it. Like, took me a while though. EU servers, there you go, bro. You can play on the same servers and everything. Ain't got no ping to worry about. I think he said he's from the UK, bro. But see, bro, you're wanted, man. People care. You're really good. Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. I'm just working on mechanics right now. In fact, I don't think I've lost a game under five goals today since I was playing. Whatchamacallit? Casual. Need to get my controller overlay working again too. I can see exactly what. That's a beautiful musty, man. That's a power. Muhammad, I can play tomorrow. Going to the park for 3 hours tomorrow. With my wash. We'll just throw each other a friend request on there. That way you'll be able to see when each other's on. In Heat Seeker, I'm good going up for the ball, but in ones I'm trash. I think we all feel that way about our ones game. Like we all feel like we're trash. And that's, yeah, there you go. Morgan, you still in here? I failed with a double tap. With a double flip reset. Backboard. Go, babe. Get him. Got this, babe. You got this, guys. Let's actually go for something. That's not going for something there. Bro, my channel is bad now. I'm barely getting any views. Bro, it's fine, man. I started off, it took me years to get anywhere in streaming, and I've just now started off on YouTube, but now I have all the gear and I know how to approach people on here. At the start, I didn't really get very many people. The goal is what you need to do. Here, I got you, bro. I'm going to mute this for a second. I don't know why they have whatever playing in the background here. The call it in Christmas ambience, winter place, fire burning. I don't know. I guess it ended. So we're just gonna exit out of that. Hold on, let me remake it. Exit from there. We will turn back on this. That tells me how big this needs to be. Transform center horizontally. Size of game. Center horizontally. Then we will uncheck that. Boost. There we go. Your editing is really good. Did NRG win against Dignitas because I couldn't watch? I had to be honest, man. I didn't see it either. I didn't see it either, man. But yeah. So are you making videos or are you going live? Because a couple of my friends that go live all the time, what I tell them is if you watch back at your own stream and you can't sit through your entire stream and feel entertained, then it's not good enough. You really got to make the content good for anyone who comes in, because you never know when someone's going to actually come in. So you got to be entertaining at all times. The only reason why this is the most quiet I've been on a stream in a very long time. And the reason why is because I had the Rocket League Swiss going on. But now since that's not going on, I can talk freely. But yeah, man, you want to be able to go back and watch it and find points of what can you be doing better to stay more engaged with people to make it entertaining. Either A, you're really good at the game and people's going to tune in just to watch you play the game. Or B, you yourself might not be good at the game, but you're entertaining. So what I try and do is have a mixture of both. I'm pretty good at the game. I'm not like crazy good, but I want to try and be entertaining as well, because I don't want to only just play this one particular game. I want to be able to play any game and anyone be able to come in and enjoy watching me. That's what my goal is. I want to be able to play any game and have a following that just backs me so I can play any game and everyone's cool with it. That's really what I want to do. It's the exact opposite of what everyone and all the advice online that you'll find. They'll say, find your niche, stick with your niche, and don't go off your niche or you're going to fail. But if that was true, Dr. Disrespect, Tim the Tapman, all the bigger ones would fail because they play all types of games and they play a whole bunch of stuff. So I think it's just, that's the easiest way to grow an audience, is to stick with your niche. But must get subs to go live. I love my videos. I watch mine. Yeah. Well, drop your channel in chat and I might jump over to it and I might check it out. You have my permission to drop it in chat, bro. I used to be able to go live. You should, if it's on YouTube, Yoshi, you should be able to go live, unless UK has different restrictions. Yeah, you can drop it in chat, bro. Go check it out. Oh, that was a really cool flick with the bottom of the car. I just didn't really. Okay, so everything is this your exact name that you have in here? That makes sense. Yo, I'm back. What's up, Dragon? How you been, man? Mama. Go for just for a regular double tap. Come on. Yeah, bro. Watch it too, man. I didn't do that much watching, to be honest. Practicing my game. But I wanted to make sure I left it on for any of you guys who wanted.
I'm good. Again. I don't know.
Come on, come on.
Okay, here.
Oh my goodness, there's Kyle, man. Kyle, how you been, bro? Goodness, let's go. I was just thinking about you and decided to check and see if you were on. Yes, sir. I've been going live a lot on YouTube. I've almost stopped. I have stopped going live on Facebook for a hot minute. But I've been going live here for a while, bro. For a while. I think for the last 3 weeks or so. Been making a lot of content on this. But how you been, man? It's good to see you, bro. Didn't get notification on my phone, so I have to check. Oh, bro. Man, gotta get the air underneath. Oh, we hit the ceiling. Gonna get that musty though. Oh, what? It didn't give me the flip. I'm good about to hop on yourself. Yes, sir. Get the dubs, bro. Get the dubs, man. Kyle said, hi, mama. Mine is YouTube. I was feeling terrible until deeds made me happier. Let's go, bro. So that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. not get the Clippers at. We're there. We're there. $283 subs. Let's go, bro. That's almost as many as I got, man. Thieves, you deserve 1K, bro. I wish, man. I was just watching Mizu. Mizu just came out with his 1K sub thing. Thank you today. I was the first one to see it. I saw it within like 20 seconds, and I put first in his comments. I appreciate that, man. We'll get there someday, man. We'll get there someday. We just got to keep making the content, keep pushing it out. I'll keep trying to make shorts. And if you notice my shorts, I try and not just put like highlights of like really good shots, because I feel like that's what anyone can do and anyone does. And then watching other people's like highlights and stuff makes me feel like I'm not all that great. So that's not content that I want to bring to people. I want to bring something that anyone can watch, and it's funny and it's doable and it's just hilarious. Like my last one that me and Mama came out with was me hitting a shot just like this one, hit it over Mama, and then Mama's shot, she was trying to recover, and she ended up she was just tumbling at a goal, and I've never seen someone tumble so far. It was hilarious, man. Now you deserve more than 100K, you deserve 1 million. Yeah, bro, we'll get it one day, man. Get it one day. Just got to be optimistic. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Kyle, were you there for the stream that had over 1,000 people viewing at one time? Yeah. I had one massive blow up. Get that play button. Yeah, bro. That would be cool. That'd be so cool. That's easy. Oh, not quite. We'll go back into it once. Get it, guys. Get it. No, I wasn't, but Iggy just had 7K on Facebook 2 days ago, which was insane. What? Now you're a favorite YouTuber. Let's go, bro. Yeah, I've been struggling on Facebook for a while, and I decided that I figured they were just giving up on their like gaming app, because I've even noticed it with Mizu too. Mizu, when I used to watch like all the time, back when I used to watch Mizu, I'm talking like every day, he always averaged like 500 to 700 viewers, and then now when I get on there, he's only averaging like 300 and something, and it's crazy. First ever comps at Dragon. What? Yeah, even Mizu hopped in. He was perplexed. Dang, yeah. Romeo, what's up, Romeo? Oh my goodness. What a kickoff off the rip. Let's watch the replay, see where we went wrong here. Approached it too far out the side, and he approached it at the middle. Yeah, the Facebook algorithm is yeah, bro. That's the reason why I stopped. Right. I think might just kind of be done with Facebook. So he's a try hard. I see. That was not the greatest first touch. Fine. Control back to our side. We'll grab our boost. Get a slight touch. Keep it close to the bar. Change angle of the field. Try and flick it now. It's absolutely fine. Should be a shot on. Bad hit. Just got the hit on his car, and it didn't register. Here, go for the same play. Grab boost. It's gonna be out of boost. Back he goes. He thought that was gonna be. I think he just missed the open. Well, here, and he just went all in for it, and I think we just missed the open net. And I just hit him going as fast as the car could go, and nothing happened. That's insane. And again, what is his car made out of? Let's go with our play. We normally go with the flick. He's too far. It should be goal. Bang. What a banger directly where we wanted it to. Bar and in. Let's go. Substandard. My God, my man. The whole family squatted up. Everyone living the dream. What's up, bro? That is awesome. I love that comment, man. That comment is the... can you pin that, babe? Oh, another kickoff goal. Unbelievable. What a flick. Yeah, the flick was good. We're only conceding right now to kickoff, so what do? Change it up. He went for that wave dash, and now it just completely worthless. All you got to do is just be hesitant. Throw a big hezzy in there. Wanted to get the touch there, and we didn't. We'll go up the wall, try and get the demo. We do. Down. We even let him spawn and have him have an opportunity to get it. Woo! It is good. It was a good flick, though. I probably should have got a touch on it there. Good patience by him. Good patience. His first actual goal. It's not a kickoff. Hey, on, bro, back on, bro. Yeah. What's up, Standard? What's happening, man? Sandra, IDs, remember you? I do. Y'all are really pushing my memory, though. Getting more and more people up in here. Maybe he was gonna fine. That's a good catch, and this is what we do though. You just through. Don't know how we're not messing his car up. Really did get the boost before he got it though. Back hopping on Rocket League. Let's go, bro. Fake at it. Big clear. Try and get the touch. I wanted the touch to go towards goal, and it did. Oh, what the flip reset is that? What the flip reset is that, bro? It didn't even do anything. It just touched and flipped away from it. Should have been. I think it actually made it go the opposite direction. Pop the tire, a small bad what you have in your mouth. The boat pops his tire in a small bad. No idea, bro. Bang. Whatever this kickoff is. I don't even have my headset on. I can't even hear the game. You have ice cream? Picked up boost. We're gonna wait for it to spawn. We're not gonna get suckered in with no boost. It's gonna be a bad touch by him. Fake. Oh, reverse. Well, he's way out of position. Throw it on target, and it's making the comeback, baby. Making the comeback. We coming back. How do you join a voice party on Xbox player sides in the party chat? I had no idea because I don't play on Xbox, but I think it's just a setting within the settings. You can say whether you want to be in party with chat or how you want it to go. Got not much I could do there. Just another kickoff. But I think it's just in chat. You go to the settings, I think. You need to get the Xbox app on PC. Yes, oh, there you go. Okay, we got 1 minute to make happen, Captain. Change angle of the field. Same thing, guys. Flick. Oh, it didn't flick the. But we got a bump on him again, and it's gonna go in. Oh man, we're being toxic against this guys. You got this, Neves? Yeah, we got it, bro. We got it. Not even worried for a second. Not even breaking a sweat. Even we're not getting that boost, we got plenty. Plenty. We're not even backing down. Keep the pressure here. Good pressure. That was a bad touch. Boost. Now we got boost ball. That's a good fake challenge. But it ain't good enough because I know where you're going. I know where the ball's going, and you got to stop it. So there we go. 5-5. Just going straight toxic against this guy. I thought you had work that I did, bro. I got off early, Ted. Got 20. Beat him there, which we can. Ball. Oh, I turned the wrong way. Back to our corner. I think he's backing off. He's way too close to us as long as we get a power flick, which we do. And he got this in and out crossbar. Oh, terrible shot. Fake it. This is going to be really. Oh, that's a big error. Oh. Okay, overtime it is. Damn, bro, you would think. A fake going all the way back. Still don't want to go all the way back. Oh, that's going to be goal. It was a bad attack angle from me. If I didn't have the 2 straight kickoff goals in my net, we would have had it, but it's all good, though. All good, just a casual game. Unlucky? Yeah, it happens, bro. It happened. What rank am I? These are my current ranks right now. Oh. So Champ 3, Div 2, GC 1, 1545 MMR. So 3 wins away from GC 2, and then 1473. I haven't played any of the any games in a while. Just been doing viewer games and stuff. Bro's almost ranked in hoops. Yeah, I play a couple hoops. I play it to actually get warm because in there I like to try and go for all air dribbles. Just the air dribbles and hoops helps me get warmed up for game. What time are we going for that, babe? Got a little bit of time. When are you live next? It's probably going to be Monday. It'll probably be Monday morning. I had to guess maybe like 10 to 11 o'clock on Monday, U.S. Central Standard Time. I tried hoops and drop shot a little beyond my capabilities. Yeah. It's all good though. Making my way down. An estimated 9 seconds. That's way longer than 9 seconds. Like mama's done for the time being, so I'm gonna jump back in my actual spot here. Okay, good. Casual game. But we're 1. Grab boost. He grabbed the far corner. Hit it, make it awkward. He's going there, so we can try and put it on target. Nice. He pre-jumped. Save there. Don't have time to get boost. Nice. Oh, he missed the boost. That's unfortunate. That was good pathing. Very slow, really controlled. Knew he wasn't attacking at any point right there, so I went and just grabbed it and flicked it in. You stream Friday next week? Yeah, I do coaching sessions all the time too, bro. My last stream that I did was an entire coaching session. Really getting boost, bro? Who grabs boost right there? Why? Who? No. Did not have time. I had plenty of boost. You couldn't grab that boost. That's my boost. Premier Croissant. Now this is a fake. Oh, I thought it was. I thought he faked it. Pop it over. Edge of post. Not the greatest challenger to be. All fine. We grabbed his. Knew what angle he was going, so we just. I'm not gonna go try hard. Oh, we ran out of boost, but almost got the double. Grab this. He's going for the double. Can't see him, so we're gonna end up early clicking. Yeah, knew he was gonna. I don't have my headset on, so kind of just throwing a challenge in there. He's kind of awkward. This one would. I think he went to mid. Knew he was challenging there, so we just straight went for it. It's unfortunate. Didn't get enough speed on it to go all the way, but he ended up just making a mistake. It's easy. Easy peasy. I think I have 22 subs. Well, let's go, bro. You got to start somewhere, man. Got to start somewhere. Heck, on Facebook, I have almost 1,200 followers on there, and I'm literally starting brand new over here on Facebook, bro. That's kind of messed up. I'm cutting the angle so I can see him. Now we flick. We could probably throw some fake flicks in. Getting a bump. Cut his angle off. That's all I did. Gonna be a terrible shot here. Another one. This guy is really just one so hyper aggressive. Still not gonna have good open. Mid boost did just spawn though. An eye on him. I keep an eye. And it's in. 4-0. Let's go. I keep going to sleep now. Bye. It's at 11 o'clock for me. You to go. Well, bro, thank you for tuning in. And I'm looking forward for you on Monday, bro. I'm looking for you on Monday. You better be in here, bro. You better be in here. That's all I got to say, mother. All I got to say, man. Broski's doing. I think he's tilted. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. But take it easy, bud. Take it easy, man. And I need you. And I miss you. Wonder if I could fall. Why do I keep doing that? I keep getting a flipper set on the ball instead of flipping around it. I'm terrible. Okay, ping went down. We're good. We're good. 40's good. I'm going against Dot. Definitely meant to put that on target. And now that's going to be saved. Had to get the save. I would have put a shot on target. Would have been. And I had an opportunity to save that, and I didn't. Can you teach me how to improve on my videos? I don't know, bro. I don't really make that many videos, man. I'm trying to figure out how to do videos myself. Watch this. Toxicity. Make him watch the replay because we had to watch his garbage. About as toxic as we get. But it's fine. Now let's see what he's got. Really good diagonal dodge. Got the boost. Don't know if he can catch it. He can. That's just unfortunate. How did we not get that boost there? You didn't have time to get that boost, bro. Yeah. Get it. What? Where is he at? You have exactly 333 subscribers. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Nice, bro. Appreciate the update, Sam. We need 500 and we need a lot of watch time hours. Fine. I'm just gonna go straight toxic again. That. Should I go for it again? Oh my god. Look at the bumps, bro. He going. Brittany, what's going on? I keep cutting. I don't know what your actual name is. I remember you told me you're on, I think you said you're on your mom's YouTube. I don't think your name is actually Brittany, but that's who I'm referring to. But how you doing? That dude didn't want to get bumped that many times. That's hilarious. Like, the best time to go for bumps, by the way, guys, is after someone's doing something in the air and they're about to land is the best time to actually go for a bump because they can't avoid it. There's nothing they can do. Crazy. Is that your name, Dodge? Or are you just dodging the conversation? He's got the saves back. Nice. Yeah, I shouldn't have challenged that. Awkward angle for me. All good though. All good though. All right, I'll try and remember that. I try and remember it. Like a dodgeball. Dodge, dip, dive, something, and dodge. I don't remember all what they said. Not in conversation. But here's my fake for you, bro. Back in, cross field, going for the 50. We just win that. Up. Him. Probably just gonna put a shot on target here. Not on target, not the greatest shot, but it made him go up. See, yeah, we still have a possession here. We're actually just gonna fake it, go back down. He ended up going up, missing completely. Try and put it on target, and bang, there it is. Nothing fancy. It's about car control, knowing where he's at, and ball, like just having ball control. And you can play just like me. That's all I focused on when I first started playing. That's why I'm just now starting to really, really work on my mechanics. Because I'd never focused on mechanics before. Like trying to get a flip reset or double flip reset, musties. I never attempted any of that before, but now I do, and now I can. But it's really about just playing smart. If you can just play smart, throw fakes, have a good 50 game. Try not to actually 50. Let them hit it into you, and then you typically always win the exchange. Just like this, see? Even on a kickoff. You don't want to do that too often, but go for the 50 here too. Yeah, that's going to be a goal against us. We tried, though. We tried. Okay, I lied. He missed the open net. We do. Go for a flick. Cut it across field just so you have eyes. He's pretty close to us, so now we're going to flick really, really strong. Almost made it, but now we got boost steals. That did not go the way we planned, but fine. Oh, that was a crazy directional change. Oh my god, we were there too. It was nice. Good job, dude. I not go to sleep yet. Oh, bro, you're staying up, man. Gotta go to bed, bro. Go to bed. I say boost. He's got some weird kickoffs. He's trying to just get possession. I don't know what he's doing here. Fine, though. We're actually going to stay within the play. Take it back. Boost. Bang. Bang. I don't want to leave the street. It's good, bro. I'm telling you, we'll be back on Monday, bro. Be back on Monday. And remember, it's going to be, well, for me, it'll be early, but for you, it'll be, I guess, in the noon time. I don't know what the hour difference is between here and UK. Yes. Change it into the middle of the field so you can see him. Go down for low 50. Bang. Look at that. Look at that. We hit so many flicks. He knew that we're going to be flicking it high. As soon as we seen him drop the ball, hit it right into us. Easy goal. It's that easy, guys. It's that easy. Like 10 p.m. or 9. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit ahead. Yeah, it's not too. Fake the hit here. Look at there. Crazy. Crazy, because it's 11:21 right now, and it's 5:21 here. So you're what's about 6 hours ahead of us? 6 hours ahead. So if I'm getting on at, say, like 10, it would be, it's hard to play and do that at the same time. Go in the back wall, make it awkward. It's fine. Go back to our side. Gain space, gain ball. Don't hit the ball too hard right there. Possession. Pop it over him maybe. Tried. Guess what? Push it back to our side. Guess what's there? Boost. Now we got boost and we got ball. He's going to get impatient here in a minute. Just like he is right now. Bang. This should be an open net goal. We end up missing the open net. We're trying to get the putback. We do miss that too. But if you're better than me, you're scoring that. You missed that? No, he didn't. See how that opened up the goal though? It's that simple. That simple. People get impatient. They'll put themselves out of position. As long as you can punish, they're out of position, and you're good to go. Good to go. Oh wow! I thought that's where my car was, but okay. I'm just gonna actually do actual kickoffs here. Tired of doing this random weird kickoff game. Might do a speed flip and just see if I can't get it around him without even dodging. Yeah, I can. Yes, I can. Yeah, he has almost as much points as me. Because all the random shots I put on. A little touch there. It's not great. Ow. Was I not in front of him there? We were both side by side, and his car's is faster, I guess. 5-10. I'll have to read that here in just a second, bro. Game boost, get ball control. It's fine. Watch out for a demo. Still fine. This should, if not, I'm just going to go. Make it awkward. Around just make it awkward. We're going to grab mid boost. Kind of fake challenge here. Actually, we're just. Ooh, thought we were going to get demo. He overcommitted here. I gave us possession. Bounced on my car. Oh, we got him, coach. We got him, coach. Flip reset. We got him back. Yeah, we're going to make you watch this one like you made us watch yours, bro. Get doink. Not even a good one, but good enough to get it around him and get to go. Let's go. When is viewer games? I don't know when I'm going to do viewer games again. I just did them like, oh God, I'm not paying attention. I just did the coaching ones for the last stream. Throw something on target, make him have to go for it, because we have not done that yet. Look how much boost he's already wasted. Crazy. Woo! Put it on our car, maybe go for an air. I'm sure he's going to challenge. I'm sure he's going to challenge. I don't know who's going to challenge. I ended up dropping it. Yeah, man. Play smart. Mechanics helps, but in reality, it's just about how much car and ball control you have, and it doesn't matter what level you're at. It's kind of what the name of the game is. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it there, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. I still got to get ready to go out to eat. Man, we started slow. Everyone did kind of, not even in the Rocket League servers, kind of came back. But I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming back, checking on me, watching a little bit of the RLCS art. Lots of gold. Watching a little bit of it. Fortnite, you gotta go. We got Tut Nuts that needs to go to bed, man. Got all y'all need to go to bed. But anyways, guys, thanks for coming in, joining in, watching the stream. Hopefully y'all gonna have a good night, rest of your day, night, evening, whatever it is on your side of the world. I hope y'all have a great one. The next stream hopefully is gonna be Monday at US Central Time, probably around 10 to 11 p.m. is when I'll go live. I try and catch the noon traffic on YouTube for the scroll, so I'm trying to, play the game, trying to grow. But y'all know, but you gotta stream later. I'm not gonna be streaming later today, no. But anyways, thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. I will try and catch y'all on the next one, and hopefully y'all could catch me in the next one. And I'll probably do a rank grind in the next one too. But anyways, y'all have a good rest of your day, morning, night, whatever time it is in your side of the world. Y'all have a good one, and I can't wait to see y'all in the next one.